All right, welcome back. So we got Brian Noblitt and Ken Willis playing 8-ball, race to 10. And Ken's walking around, don't know what's happening here. Oh, they didn't have all the balls for 8-ball. Well, it looks like Ricky had to help him find the balls for 8-ball, so.
Yeah, they had an issue with finding the balls. I said, well, if they ain't in the box, they're over on the shelf. Turn around and look, and they was on the shelf. So.
There's a bunch of them over there.
Well, you got to look at who we got playing. Look at Brian. What was he doing?
Looks like he's chalking his tip.
It's a jump cue.
That's a jump cue? Well,
Yeah.
He's getting ready for the jump.
Well, this ought to be a good match for 8-ball between the both of them.
Ken won the lag and is about to break.
All right, here we go. Not a bad break.
Not bad.
Made the deuce.
Got the deuce. By the way, they're playing 8-ball tap rules, so it's call every shot.
That means the table's still open after the break.
Say we're being nice, brother.
Now, let's see here. Well, the way the table's spread out, I think I would probably have to go with the solid, shoot the 4 in the side. He's going all the way down table. See, I didn't like that. The 4 was in the side, and there's really no trouble on the solids. Only ball that would technically be tied up would have been that 6 ball. So let's see right here. Yeah, Brian could just roll up on that one and then shoot.
I mean, the stripes don't look bad.
No, they don't. I mean, he could shoot that ball in the corner and then shoot the 11 in the other corner, and that should put him in line for several balls. I think he's going to try and shoot that 6 in the side to take the strike. I mean, the solid. No. See, I didn't really like that shot. He could have shot that bottom ball in, cross corner, rolled up for the 11. Now he's put himself in a back cut. But that is 8-ball. There is several options to get out. Yeah, he's going to shoot the 11 up in the corner, roll forward just a little bit. See, he shot that pretty quick. He didn't really take his time. On shots like that where you got to go up the table, you got to really take your time. And see right here with Ken, you could just stop your cue ball right there after you make the 5, just stop shot. And shoot your 6. And you could float forward a little bit. If you can move the 10, you can move the 10 to shoot the 1 in the other side. But if you can't, you could just float up, and that will leave you an option for your 4 ball in the corner or the 7 ball in the corner. Yeah, see, at that point, I would go ahead and shoot the 7 up in the upper corner and go ahead and that could get you shape for your 4 on the side. Then you could come back out for the 3. Looks like he's putting some inside English. Yeah. I know he's got the 4 ball as another ball to shoot, but I just didn't really like the way the cue ball come off the rail like that. I think he should have played it a little different, but it works out. See, he could cut the 4 in with just top English, and the cue ball come back out, and you could shoot the 1 or the 3. But I like the 3 ball. See, he didn't. He played it too much into the rail. You got to look at your angles, so when you come off the rail, you know which way you're going. At shots like that at that angle. See, here you just make the 3 ball and come back out in the middle of the table, and you could back cut your 1 in the corner. That's what you need to play for. Just don't. He just don't want to hook himself behind that ball, that stripe. And so he shot that ball pretty quick. Did you see how quick he shot that ball?
Yeah. I feel like Brian right here really doesn't have too much trouble.
No.
So if he just focuses, concentrates.
You shoot the 11
He just
ball.
ran 6 balls right before we went live.
Yeah. Well, just shoot the 11. See, you shoot the 11 first, and then go with that one. Because sometimes picking the easiest ball is not the right route to go.
No, never. I mean, not never, but yeah.
Because see,
The
now,
11 ball was a pretty easy shot.
and now he's looking at the shot he's left himself, which is makeable shot, but it's much easier going the other way.
Yeah.
When his shot, see, I like shooting the 11 ball first, and then coming back and shooting the other ball on the side. See, here you could just stop the ball. Don't try nothing fancy. There you go. And just put the left English and pop off the
Just a
rail.
little, though. He just saw ball control.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Oh.
He actually hit a good shot.
He really did, but
again,
wobbled that 3.
he didn't take his time though.
They're both rushing a little bit. They'll
They-
settle down here in a few
Yeah,
minutes.
I think they're, this is the first time I've ever played on some kind of stream, so I think they're just, a little nervous. See, I like just shooting a leave right here. That's perfect.
That's a great leave.
Make him kick at it.
Yep.
Because it's really too far to jump. Way too far. Now, kicking this way is a good option, but if you hit the backside of 3, you could scratch. So.
See, now he put that eight ball in a weird position. If Brian should leave that 8 ball alone, that 9 ball, shoot all his other balls. He got ball in hand.
Well, I would call defense and take that stripe and shoot the 3 in and draw my cue ball back, so he don't have a shot.
Absolutely, you can do that. That's kind of what I'm getting at.
That's what look.
Yeah, it looks like that's what he's going to do. But he made it.
Okay, so at this point, then
But here again, I mean, you can call defense and shoot that. I can't tell if that's 12 ball
I would just
up
push
in the
it.
corner.
I wouldn't even make it. I'd just push it up.
Yeah, just push it up. You don't even have to make it.
But I think he's trying.
I do that a lot. I'll push balls all over the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and 8
He
ball.
made it though.
And me personally, I don't like 8 ball. Personally, I'm a rotation player.
I do not like 8 ball either. But
8 ball, there's just until you get down to the last ball or two, that you don't really have to worry about moving the cue ball that much. Where in rotation, you got to.
well,
move
if you mess up, you've got other balls to bail you out.
correct,
In 9 ball, you don't.
correct. I agree with that 100%. And see that since Brian didn't call defense, now look, he's got this is a do or die shot. If he makes it, the 8 ball may not have a shot because the cue ball is going to glance off of it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little touch shot right here, really.
Yeah, you got to shoot this soft.
Yep. So
See?
he's going to have to bank it now.
Yeah. If he runs it out,
If
that's
it were
a
me,
good
I'd
run.
put the cue at the top of the table, try to bank in this corner, and he's just going to snug up to it.
And let him.
Oh, he left Ken a pretty straight shot, really. I mean, you got to cut a little bit, but
But if he loses this particular game, it's just not looking at options because he had the option to really win this game.
yeah,
If he loses, he may win it.
yeah, you never know. That corner's been getting everybody hell tonight.
Oh, it has. Last couple
Oh,
weeks,
he missed it.
it looked that lean.
There he is doing that dance.
Yeah. But back to 8 ball. Yeah, I don't really like 8 ball. Like you said, there's too many opportunities to get out if you get out of line. And I think 8-ball game is good for socializing.
It's a bar game, you know. I mean, the pros play it twice a year,
Yeah,
maybe 3 times.
maybe. If they do, it ain't a
Brian won that game.
It ain't a big streamed event if they do.
Right.
All their big events
Excuse
are
me.
10-ball or 9-ball.
So Brian's up 1-zip. He got lucky because really Ken could have made that shot.
Oh,
overcut
he could have.
it. So
But again, that goes back to not looking at all your options. You got the tunnel vision of run out, run out, run out. So now the first shot where he shot the strike ball into the 3, that was a good shot, but for me, that's called defense. Call defense and do the same shot. Because once he drawed that cue ball back,
I think
Can't-
we're getting a little warm in there. It looks like it turned the fan on.
yeah. Because he draws that cue ball back, Ken has no shot on the 8 at all, and he would have to separate them. So let's just see if Brian's been working on his brakes. Looks like he's in there talking about bowling.
Talking about bowling.
Yeah, he's moving his arm. All right, let's see this thunder break that we've been hearing about. He's been working on. All right, here we go. That's not bad. Not a bad break. Yeah, we got to say something about his break. That's not a bad break, though. Let's see here. You can shoot you got 2 options. You can shoot the 15 ball and then come back up and put the cue ball with some right English where it is now, and then shoot I can't think of what that ball is. It could be the 10 ball, or you shoot the 10 first, come off the rail for the 15. See, I don't know why he did that. You know, he put left English on it.
Yeah, he should have cut it and come off the rail, shot the 15 in the same pocket.
Right.
But see, that's the thing. You guys got to be looking 3 balls ahead, you know, and start replacing a ball as you make it with the other 3rd ball. You know,
Yeah.
Get a plan. You know what I mean? Don't just cut the ball and make it. You know, have a plan in mind. You know, and try to execute your plan.
I mean, even if you're just starting out playing pool, you've never played before. Start out with 2 balls. I make this ball where I need to get for the next ball, and then just keep replacing that ball. And sooner or later, you may miss balls, but you get your shape. Sooner or later, the balls start falling, and then the shape starts coming. I mean, everybody has to start somewhere. We started the same way.
You know, if you have a plan in mind, then you try to execute that plan, right?
Yeah.
If it's not working for you, make an adjustment. If you're cutting the ball, say you're putting too much spin on it, whatever it may be, you got to make adjustments throughout the match. You know that.
Yeah.
You know, if the table's banking tight, you know, it just all depends on what's going on. But
Well, one thing, too, is and
right there, Ken's just rushing that shot.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
he didn't even really.
No, he just popping at it. And that,
Yeah.
you know, we noticed that the last 2 little test streams we did,
Yeah.
everybody was doing it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's really just calming down, getting these first couple games under their belt.
Yeah. Well, they've never played on a stream. I think they get nervous 'cause they know people are watching. But you just play like the camera's not there. And I think, you know, I've noticed some lower handicap players, they get these shafts, they're like 11.8. Those shafts are just really, they spin the ball way too much.
Well, they're, you know, close to a snooker shaft. I
Yeah,
mean,
snooker players, they'll use anywhere from
10-8 or 11-1, something
yeah,
like that.
some go to a 9, but not many. And I really, me personally, I don't think a small shaft. Okay, excuse me, mic's cut out. But the smaller shafts Some of the pros use the smaller shafts, but I think from a 12.5 to a 13 should be what most people play with, even beginners, because the cue ball don't squirt everywhere. See, he rushed that one. He didn't even.
He just needs to slow down a little bit,
Yeah.
take his time, try to execute the shot.
Well, one thing too is he's not got into a pre-shot routine. That's a big plus in the game of pool, billiards, however you want to say it. I mean, everybody that's a decent player has a pre-shot routine.
Pre-shot routine is a must.
Yes.
And I think a lot of people get confused on what a pre-shot routine is.
Well, most players, if you see the pre-shot routine, watch a lot of the pros. They'll step into the ball, into their line of shot that
That's
they're going
right.
to take.
Their whole approach is fundamentals.
Correct.
I mean, even the pro, they'll tell you. I mean, if their game starts getting out of kilter a little bit, they go back to the basics.
Correct. They do.
Neil's Fine will tell you that right on his YouTube channel.
Trevor, a good old game of whack-a-ball. Yeah, so he just, Brian just hit that ball. I mean, he didn't really take his time. Both these guys can make balls. I think they're just nervous.
Yeah, I think so. Like I said, it'll take a couple games.
Alan, I agree with you 100%. Nobody's had a pre-shot routine that's played on the stream. I agree.
You're correct, buddy.
But that's going back to the basics. The pre-shot routine, you do the same thing over to give yourself an alignment and step into your shot. Even if you miss, sooner or later, that pre-shot routine, you'll start making the balls. No matter what caliber player you are, you get.
And it needs to be, like automatic.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just keep swaying away from it.
Yeah. If somebody's got good fundamentals and a good pre-shot routine, even if they're just starting, they can only make 2 balls. Within a few months, they're going to be making several balls.
That's right.
Yeah, Elena, she was a good player. I really miss seeing her.
Yeah, I miss her a lot.
When I used to work at my last job, I would go to Sticks sometimes. That when they opened the door, she would be there, and she told me several times, "You come up tomorrow, we'll open early." And me and her would sit in there and play for 2 hours while I had lunch.
Oh yeah.
And she would work with me and show me stuff, and then I would go to work and never charge me a dime. I offered to pay, and she wouldn't charge me.
And I'll tell you what else she could do really good is cook.
Oh man. Yeah,
When she was around cooking, Sticks food was awesome.
Yeah. Yes, she was. But we done that for several weeks. I was able to go up there and play with her, and like I said, I'd offer. Sometimes I'd just leave the money up at the bar. But she never would take it. See, like right here. I mean, there's a lot of opportunities to just hide it. See, he made a ball. He really don't know what to do right here. He's going to shoot that 3 ball. And there's 15s can't go, but I would rather shoot the cue ball up table.
He's actually going to...
You got lucky right there.
Yeah, he's going to get in an all right position. Ken's going to have a tough shot right here to get back on the 15 anyway.
Yeah.
He'd have to go pro side to make it.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Alan. People don't walk around the table a lot. See, like he just fired that ball, and he just, well.
No, it's common. I mean, especially in APA, if you watch guys shoot, it's very common.
See,
He missed the whole ball, I think.
he did. Ball in hand.
I mean, with no trouble right here, if Brian can take care of the 2 and the 3, I mean, he could kind of control this table right here.
Oh, he could. See, I like that shot, but you really need to get up a little higher than that.
Well, not if he's going for the 3.
Yeah, but he's got to get on the opposite side of the 1. See, so now he's got to shoot the 6.
I think he's going to shoot the 4 or the 6.
See?
But see, Ken's going to be in a situation where it'd be a very steep cut.
Correct.
You know? Yeah, see, and he rolled forward at that. So.
But see, at this point right here, Ken, I would just try to push the cue ball down and leave it on the 15. Just keep them together.
I was going to say Ken's going for the bank. He always does.
Yeah, and the 15 wouldn't have went by the 1. There's no way.
No.
Not at that angle.
No, he wouldn't have.
So.
I mean, if Ken can just pocket this 15, kill it a little bit.
I think he'll put outside English, try to go 3 rails. See,
He's just going to take a long shot.
Yeah, he just tried to say, I'll make it and take my medicine, but now you're looking up. If you
You're looking at a 7-foot shot here.
Yeah, and it's a possible scratch shot if he puts any left English on this ball at all, unless he puts bottom. The draw shot up to the rail.
Ooh.
Yeah, but see, overcutting it.
Yeah. He actually left Brian a little tough.
Yeah. See, right here, Brian could actually, just push the 1 over to the rail and try to get it to bounce out, that's what you could do and come right back out. That's perfect. I'm sorry, I said 1 ball. I meant 6 ball. My bad.
I do want to throw a shout out to Alan Chastain because he's a good buddy of ours, known him a long time. He runs some really good tournaments, and he's going to be hosting mine and Ricky's tournament coming up on May 28th, which is an open event. We do have open invite to pros or whoever. I think Monica's going to play in it with somebody or Josh or somebody. And we got the Jordan. It's going to be a good field, I think. So
yeah, you want to watch some good pool play, and you come up and watch that tournament.
So shout out to Alan for that.
Yeah, we appreciate your help. And if you're an APA player, he does a 7 and below, which is a great tournament for you guys to play in. And he usually has a good field of that. And
usually good payouts.
Yeah, real good payouts.
The Calcuttas usually go up pretty good. Even though I can never win them, but,
Yeah.
I shoot in them.
Oh, look at Brian. You see him just roll that ball. Ken Willis with a win.
Ken Willis ties it up.
I'm hoping one of these days we can get a weekend that's cleared out in the future sometime, to where maybe we can get our heads together and put a maybe a 2-day event, like a good open tournament for anybody, open to everybody. That's what I like to do. I think we could do a good one.
Yeah, go spend time with your mothers tomorrow, y'all.
Because when it comes to tournaments, Allen has a good following and got some good players that follows his tournaments, and he could fill a pool room up. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, yeah.
You have 60 tables, he'd fill it up. Let's see what Ken does on this break here. He's not got a bad break, made a ball.
No, he's got that open bridge break, though,
Yeah.
He's in the middle of the table. He's spreading them. I personally, on a bar box, I like breaking second ball to create clusters.
Well,
So
I agree with that.
I can break out make my opponent earn it.
I agree with that. If I'm playing a really good, I'm gonna say 6 or 7 that can, if you bust them open and run out, I agree with that. But if I'm playing maybe a lower level player that I don't think can run out, I'll bust them wide open.
I agree.
Because it benefits me more at that point. But a good player.
Well, yeah, because you can run out at that point if you get a good spread.
Yeah, somebody like it, mine and your level, Wojo, Toppy, Rang Sung, Mike Byers, and them. I'd rather do second ball break, and because we all do it and make each other earn it.
That's right.
Oh. Well, let's see right here what he's looking at. Well, at least he is walking around looking. He's giving himself some options, looking where he needs to go.
He's doing the right thing. I think he's going for the bridge.
Because really right here, I mean, there's a few spots that you can leave distance, but the way the balls are spread out, there's really no lockdown defense nowhere.
No, he hit that ball fairly well. I mean, he can shoot. It looks like the...
well, what he could do, he could shoot the 11 ball in the top corner.
Yeah.
And actually, he could call defense, leave the cue ball up there, and he only has the 6 ball and the 1 ball to shoot at.
It's going at the...
Yeah, he's going to cut that. Oh, that's a good shot. He blocked the pocket.
Hang up. He blocked the hole.
Yeah, I remember. I appreciate that. I know we talked about that before about trying to get a 2-day. It'd be nice to have a really good 2-day tournament, a good open tournament if we could. But a split bracket tournament, I know you can fill those up as well. It just shows what kind of following you got when you had the tournament you was running at Pockets, and then you quit running the tournament at Pockets, for reasons, and now they don't even have a tournament. That just shows, what kind of director that you can be, and you are.
Absolutely. You got to have a director with a following that runs a good, fair tournament.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Well, I know we give him heck sometimes about.
Oh, we give him hell all the time.
Yeah, about the handicaps, but that is what it is at that point.
He tries to make it fair.
Yeah.
Pool's pool.
It is. He knows everybody throws little jabs here or there, but it's all good.
But you can lower me back down to a 7 if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd be more than glad, Alan, to go down. Well,
I agree. You should treat everyone the same. Drop me to a 7.
Yep. Yeah. I'll take a 7. I'll be there. See right here, he's kind of in a situation because if he misses the 1, then Brian's got several different balls to shoot at, so he needs to roll forward. Oh, he got lucky right there. Tied up that 15.
Yeah, he did.
That means everybody else goes to 3.
No, see, that's too brutal, bro. I don't like them 2s and 3s as it is.
No.
I'd rather play Johnny Archer than a 2 or a 3.
Oh, yeah. Even. That way, at least I get beat. But no, he tries his best. I mean, it's hard to do a true, gauge everybody as far as handicaps. You can only do what you can do.
I hear you, Shay. I know you want to be a 2. You're on your way.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, well,
We ain't nobody special either.
I ain't scared to play them, but my gosh, dude, I ain't special. And my goodness, you know, how it is playing them low handicaps, man. It only takes a couple mistakes, you'd be in trouble.
But on another note, I wish we had more open events, whether I get drilled and get my eyes beat in or not. But
Much rather play that. You're just going to play so much better quality pool.
Your mindset changes.
Your whole mindset changes. Your approach to the game changes. You focus. You concentrate. I mean, it's just, to me, it's better. Handicaps are necessary, and we have to have them. But for me, I like the open events.
Yeah. See, like Brian, right? He's in trouble right here.
He actually just made a great shot.
He did. He snuck it. I didn't think he had enough
I think
room.
he's lined up straight on the 11.
That should be the ball. He just roll it down.
Yep.
You can stop.
Even if he misses, he got both pockets blocked.
Oh yeah.
No,
No, he just opened that pocket. Well, the two don't have a hole.
he actually just made that pocket much bigger.
Yeah, but he has to move.
See, if Ken were kind of smart, he'd try to play his 6 off that, but he didn't.
Yeah, see, and now he's got to shoot back up table.
Yeah. He's going to try and push his 2 behind Brian's strobe. I can't tell what that ball is.
It's the 2 ball. It may go. That's a good play.
It's a great play.
Blocked the hole.
I know they don't, Alan, but damn.
Well, that's a good play on Brian trying to bank it over there with that combo. Well, the lower players, when they play anybody that's a higher handicap, to some point it makes them play different. They'll say, well, I can't afford to miss, so I need to try to shoot a defense.
I think they get nervous because, if you're playing 9-ball, like Lyle, he's a good little player.
Yeah.
And I happened to play him in one of the tournaments that Alan was having up there. And I think I ran 6 racks on him and won the match. And he didn't get to shoot, but maybe once or twice. And I think I was going to 8, 9, something like that. And when you do that, I think it kind of gets in their head a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, cause like you said, now they're feared that they can't miss.
Well, the same day you played him, I think right on through the end of the tournament, when I went to the loser side, I played him, and he broke running first rack on me. He had me 3-1. He was on the hill, and I had to come back and just lock him down and make some shots and run a few racks on him to win. But he's a very methodical little player.
He is.
He's going to be good.
Yep.
Allen, 9-ball on 9-foot tables, $50 entry, race to 5 both sides. I like that.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that would be a good tournament.
We talked about that, Alan. Actually running
That's a good
$100 entry fees on the 9-foot, 16 players.
Yeah, pay first and second only.
Pay first and second only.
See, right here, he just needs to make that ball because don't put no inside on it. There we go. Well.
Yes, Lyle Penley is correct.
Well, one thing that he could cut this ball, and he don't have to worry about scratching. The 14 ball has the pocket, so he's going to overcut this ball the way he's aiming.
Oh, he missed it
the whole
completely.
Ball.
Well,
Wow.
This should be Brian's game, but we'll see what happens.
Well, see, he's shooting the wrong ball.
He's shooting the wrong ball if he shoots that ball.
Yeah, you got to shoot the 15 ball and just see.
No. Now he's messed up. Yeah, you got to go the other ball on that. Why do we got to pay 3 places?
Well, if you got $1,600, I mean, with $100 a man,
Get their money back maybe on the third place. Is maybe 50 to boot or something.
well, you could probably
You could do like, if it's $1,600, I mean, you got to take away green fee. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Well, by the time you do a Calcutta and all that, and the money might be pretty good on that side.
yeah.
See, like right then, Brian should have shot the 15 ball and then saved the 14 for last. Instead, he went the other route, and now he's got this shot here. That's
Yeah.
just not paying attention to the layout of the table. And everybody does it at some point. So he just,
Oh, ball in hand.
yeah.
Well, Ken should take a 2-1 lead.
But that goes back to what we've been saying. Just look at your pattern, look at your balls ahead, and sit back and not get tunnel vision.
Well, that's the whole thing. What we were just talking about when Brian was shooting the wrong ball to begin with. You
Yeah.
know, should have shot the 11 first. You know,
Yeah.
then shot your 14, come off the rail. Then you got 4 to 6 pockets to pick from for the 8.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Well, I hope, this match here, they could go back and listen to it and look at it and understand.
Trevor says he swears he's tried teaching Brian better than that.
So,
Well, it's all learning, man. You always learning in pool. You never stop learning.
oh, yeah, the best players. That's why, if you notice at a tournament, one thing, staying loose. I like to play a little bit while I'm in a tournament for a match, but if you watch a lot of the videos, Shane Van Boning's always practicing and playing. If you watch him, he hits balls so many different ways.
Oh, yeah. I remember we were in Derby City, and he was down there by himself. And, I mean, he shot for 2 or 3 hours, just practicing. And they say he does it everywhere he goes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He went to one tournament, he hid the cue ball. He took the cue ball where couldn't nobody have the table.
Did he?
Yeah, I heard him talking about, said that Alex was looking for the cue ball.
That's funny.
Yes, Alan, it's going to be a long 8-ball match.
It might.
It might. But it's good for these guys to get out and shoot some. Like I said, I prefer rotation pool. I don't care if I play 15-ball rotation over 8-ball. Just all you got to do here is just make this ball and float right over for the 6. But I will say, between the two, Brian is the only one taking his time and looking at.
He's walked the table, it looks like he's kind of got a little bit of a pre-shot routine going,
Yeah.
But he's definitely taking his time. He just needs to start focusing on,
The right line.
the right pattern.
Correct.
So, I mean, pattern plays everything.
Well, one thing, them playing tap rules, there's no slop. So if they make the ball, it's the other person's shot. So.
Yeah.
And I got a question about a tournament to you guys out there in the chat. To hit us up and let us know about this. Do you think that a tournament, whether it's tap, APA, we can adjust the skill levels, like 2 through 4s, instead of having the higher, just do the 2 through 4s? You think we would get enough to hold a tournament? Race to your handicap 2 through 4. Hit us up in the chat and let us know if you think that would work.
Are we doing tap or
Well, you
APA?
could do tap 2 through 4s, but you can adjust the APA, to a 2, 3, or 4.
Well, I mean, typically you deduct 2 from,
Right.
tap.
Correct. We can make an adjustment like Alan does if you play both,
Right.
and just do a 2 through 4. Because I think there's a lot of lower handicaps.
Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that with all the lower handicaps that don't like playing, like we was talking a while ago, at least that would give them a tournament they could play in. Because there's a lot of 2 through 4s, I believe, that would play.
Well, I think you need to figure out the right format, though.
Well, just race to your handicap
what
like
I
all the
mean?
rest of them.
Yeah, but 9-ball or 8-ball.
I would say 9-ball.
I'd say 9.
Yeah.
With a wild 9.
Yeah, wild 9 like he does. Yeah.
Not ball count.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I'm saying. Go by kind of tap rules, but you can kind of adjust the handicap
Right.
because it is bar box. Yeah, and we would, we'd like to give another shout out on this stream to Sticks Bar and Grill up there at Monica and Karen's for letting us hold our tournaments up there. And this will be where we do our main stream on tournaments. That's going to be our hub station. They let us, go ahead and hook stuff up when we need to and stream tournaments. So we appreciate you for that.
For sure.
And on this stream, don't forget, if you ever play here on this stream and you need cue repair, tips, wood shafts be clean. We carry some tips on hand. Zan Hybrid Max and G2s. We keep those. And we have a price list here for you to look at if you want a tip or a cleaning done on your shafts. See, right here, he could play a good defense.
Yeah, all he's got to do is just pop the 15 and put the cue ball right over here behind the 12 ball. I think he's going for the make, though. No, he did it.
That is a good safety.
Yep,
He's
did good.
But at this point, Brian don't jump. I think I'd come off back to 2. I'd call the 6 in the corner.
He's still got to swerve it, though.
Yeah, but that's really the only thing I see. He's going through the other way.
He's going for the 5 ball. Oh, no, he went that way.
He put a curve. Look at that.
That's
That's a good hit.
Oh, Chad chimed back in. What up, dude?
Yeah, he's back. I recovered. Yeah, he was sick for a couple weeks. See, I like Ken kicking the other way because if he can kick the other way and hit looks like the 10 ball, the cue ball is going to go forward and hook him behind the 8 instead of kicking that way.
He's actually going to get lucky.
Oh-wee.
Yeah. It turned out okay.
Yeah, because normally if he hits it in the face, that cue ball stops.
Yeah.
Well, Brian better kick off that bottom rail about where your chalk
Thanks,
is.
Chad. I'm glad.
Well, see, I didn't like coming like that. Should have just kicked off the bottom rail.
No, because Ken should get out right here, really.
Yeah. Pizza was good.
Marco's makes some kick-ass pizza, I will say that.
Oh, yeah.
We got that Magnifico.
See, look
Man,
at
that thing was
what-
loaded.
What is he doing? See, that's the wrong shot.
He missed it, too.
Mm-hmm. See, if I'm going to shoot that, I'm just going to bank the 14 back down table and stick him behind the 5.
Yeah, I'm playing another defense.
Yeah, because then your balls will be back down table again.
Apparently, he couldn't have a clear shot in the pockets.
That's a good shot. He's straight in, but that's still a good shot. See, he could push right up behind that 5 ball and have an easy little defense.
Overcut it.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what Ken Willis does here.
See, if he don't put inside English, which I don't know if he can hold it, he's going to hit the 5 ball and kill that cue
Well,
ball.
you know, something he needs to learn, and they all do, is look at that. He got lucky there,
God.
man. He's titty hooked.
Oh, that's
For all you lower level players out there on that particular shot, if you hit inside English on that shot and your ball cuts the ball in the corner, you'll use that 5 ball as a rail,
correct.
and it'll actually take the English and transfer it. So when you hit the upper rail after hitting the 5 ball, your English will stay intact. Excuse me. And you'll be able to come back down table. A little tip.
Well, he's still, it's ball in hand, but the balls are still separated.
Yeah, he's going to have to play good shape here.
See, I don't like this. You could put just an angle and slide it with a little bit of right English and go right toward the 6.
Is that Night Owl Pizza across from KB's?
See, Brian could just straight top English, cut that ball in, go 2 rails over to the side.
Yeah, I mean, you got
Yeah.
natural shape here, really.
He's putting a little ride on it, which might throw him. Yeah.
He's going for the side pocket.
Oh, he's leaning like he's fishing. What is he doing?
Well, he's going to have to make that hard cut over top of a ball now.
Well, yeah, he just needs to focus on making the ball right
Yeah,
here.
just make it. And you need to hit this pocket speed.
Yeah, it's automatic.
Yeah,
You don't have to hit it with no speed. Just
make it. Overcut it.
he's talking to himself. A little bottom right here. See?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that shot.
He's going to put a lot of inside here. And
Yeah,
ball in hand to Brian. I think if Brian don't get out from here, we need to just put him on probation on the Reapers.
Yeah, I think we get the papers drawn up for Natasha trade.
If he don't get out, I think I'm going to send him back to Scott Chandler's team.
There you go.
Nice, easy stroke right here.
He
Boy,
drilled it.
my goodness. I guess he's mad now.
He's mad. All right.
I'd be mad too after that 5 ball.
Look at there. 2-2. I think Alan's right. We might be here to midnight on this one.
Yeah, you want to come commentate for a while, Alan, so we can take a break and take a nap?
Be nice.
Now, it's good to see these guys battling it out on here.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think these guys are just a tad bit a little nervous on this camera.
I do too.
They can say what they want, but I've seen both of these guys play a lot better on this table.
Yeah. And don't forget, we're supposed to be streaming the APA LTCs for Vegas in June up at Sticks.
June 4th and 25th, 26th weekend.
I believe
Something
so.
like that.
We're going to be set up, have everything set up on the tables with the
Twins.
the twins, 0 and 01
Yep.
is where we're going to be streaming. One of them will be closed off. So that's where we're going to be streaming. June the 9th through the 11th.
Yep.
I don't
So-
know if we're going to do all 3 days or...
Yeah, I don't know if
Just
they
2.
want to do the championship day or if we have to get with Don and Shannon and confirm that up. That is correct, though. Those 2 weekends.
It's possible we'll be doing the 8 ball and 9 ball. That's what we're doing. We would like to be able to do the Masters, but there's not going to be that many teams, I don't think. How many?
We don't know if there's teams coming from Noonan or Columbus or something. I heard, or possibly, I don't know. I
Yeah.
have no idea.
And we'd be playing in that tournament, so it'd be
We're
hard
playing
to
in that one,
to commentate and stream it and all that.
Now, June 24th weekend and June 9th weekend will not be available.
Will not be available because we'll be at Sticks, Chad.
Which, if you get up there early enough, no, they'll be starting.
Yeah, they'll be starting.
They'll be starting. Never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see what Ken. Hey, well, at least he's walking around. He's looking. That's one thing I noticed is in 8-ball, when there's so many balls on the table, a lot of players are not focusing on the cue ball path. They're like, well, I'll make this ball and
Right.
I should be able to hit this ball.
And that goes back to what I was saying, have a plan,
Right.
You need to be looking 3 balls ahead. I don't care what game you're playing. And each time you make a ball, you need to replace it with another ball.
Right.
I mean, there's times where I'll walk to the table and I'll see the whole pattern. If I'm playing 9 balls,
Yeah.
I'll see the whole pattern for 9 balls.
It's weird how it does that. And then
Yeah.
some days you fight for the pattern.
Yeah, some days you do.
See, I
Some
like
days
shooting.
the pros do. I mean, I think
Oh,
they,
yeah.
you watch them.
See, I like shooting that strike ball by the 7 in the side pocket, because if you miss it, your cue ball will be above the stripes, and no ball has a pocket. You can't hit the 6, you can't hit the 7. I mean, the 4 ball, you can only hit the 7. 1 ball's blocked, and if you make it, then you've got a lot of options.
Right.
You just got to hit it at pocket speed, not hard. Went a little far. But yeah, it's weird. I have played a tournament to where I saw every pattern from the break. It didn't matter. I could see every shot, and then I've had several tournaments where I couldn't buy a run out if I tried.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it happens to everybody.
That was a good shot. But see, 7 ball right now really don't have a pocket at all.
You can go in that corner he just shot in, but you got to get right behind it.
Well, see, he's got the 1 ball up the
And
table.
here, he's not going to be able to do it. At this point, he could bank the 7. Is what he should be doing.
Yeah. See, that Brian right here could lock him up. Just push up against that 15 ball
And then just leave it.
and just leave
Just
it.
touch it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even
Yeah.
try to run out nothing.
Nope, just touch it. And lock him down, get ball in hand.
Yep. I mean,
And then get your 14 out of the way. The 7's still blocked, and start working your way.
yeah, see right here, he's thinking twice about it now. That's I just barely push it up and just let it freeze up against the back of it. That's perfect.
That's a good shot.
And if I got ball in hand, I would take the 10 ball and I would call defense and shoot the 10 across side and stick him right behind it again. That way you do away with a combination.
Yeah, definitely. Yikes.
That was a good hit. Yeah, I like shooting a combination right here.
Let's see what he does. Pushed it back down.
Yeah, he should have looked at that better because you really need to cut that 15 to the right a little bit.
Yeah. David won 20-13, I believe.
It was
Yeah, it was 20-13.
Yeah.
Yeah, David Patterson won 2013. He caught a little gear there toward the end. Tyler shot well, though. Never playing on a 9-foot table.
Yeah.
Tyler shot well.
See,
David plays on a 9-foot
See,
table.
right here, Ken ought to kick at the 8-ball. Because if you kick at the 8,
See, this is the downside of 8-ball. If you're smart right here with all them balls on the table, you can keep Ken locked down.
well, just shoot the 11 and he's done. He's stuck.
Yeah.
Whether you make it or not, just barely roll up behind it.
But that's the advantage of playing 8-ball.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't run the rack and you give me that many balls on the table, you're probably not going to win.
Yeah. Which, Brian, he's going for the run out right here. Just float up and then shoot the 10 in the corner.
Yeah, David
Alan
used to be a player back in the day, Alan.
He sure did.
See, look at that. Brian missed that shot.
Outlift Ken. Which Ken's stretching.
All right, we're going to take a break after this one for about 5 minutes, guys.
Oh.
Well, when this game's over.
The way he hit that ball, he needs to work at a butcher shop. Because he butchered that.
Be nice.
I'm being nice to Ken.
Damn. He's brutal, y'all. Commentator Jinx.
Yeah.
Right? You're right, Chad. It's happened a few times tonight.
That's like when they hear us at league night, they're like, man, y'all brutal. I said, nah, that's just very good, I'd say criticism, I guess.
Positive, right?
Yeah. Positive reinforcement. That's a good shot. I'm going to tell you, one thing you can say about everybody we know, Ken Willis loves the game of pool.
With friends like you, who needs enemies?
But he does. He loves the game.
Oh, he's addicted. We'll say that.
He is bad.
He's addicted to pool.
I mean, if you told him he couldn't play, he'd probably have to be put in.
All right, we're going to take a quick little break, guys. Be back in about 5 minutes. I got to make some coffee.
All right.
All right, we're back with you guys.
Back from the intermission. Got us a cup of coffee. There goes Ken.
Oh, you almost scratched. That's a good cup of Joe.
Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Shay, you still with us? About past your bedtime, ain't it?
Yeah, I know. Shay usually goes to bed after 6 o'clock news.
Or should I say, Walter?
Somebody get the rookies off the table. What?
Yeah, I know, man. We suck.
That's the truth. That's the most shooting I've done all week.
Tyler made it home. Good job, dude.
He really don't have much to shoot at but that too. You see him lean forward on that?
Yeah. I see him doing all kinds of stuff.
See, if he's going to take stripes right here, he could just shoot that 15 and float down.
Here's a pool trivia question for everybody in the chat. Who won $1 million in 1995? And to win the $1 million in the tournament, you had to run 10 racks in a row. Or 11, my bad.
11.
It was 11 racks in a row. Name that pro.
Chad Holson beat everybody to the punch.
Chad, you got to give everybody a chance, my man.
And Chad, I watched a podcast about that, and Rodney Morris was over that whole thing. And Rodney Morris gave Earl $50,000 out of his own pocket to start with. And he said people got mad at him, but he had nothing to do with it. He just ran the tournament, and they get a bunch of investors together that put the money up.
And I think Rodney gave him $50,000 out of his own pocket.
Yeah, he did. And Earl wound up, after going to court, got a couple $100,000 out of it.
Yeah, never got paid the million. That's
Yeah.
jacked up.
And that
I thought Moochie sponsored that.
now they got a bunch of investors. It's just like if you go to a basketball game, they say you shoot full court for $1 million. It's
Right.
They're investors.
That's all the investors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like to gamble, per se, and they didn't want to pay up.
The name of the projection setup that I have, Chad, is called the ICA Billiard Training System. And for all you guys that want lessons, hit me up, instant message me. I will start doing them right now on any available date.
That's a
if you
good
need
shot,
it.
Brian. That's good. You see right here, he could just shoot top in, just cut the 2. Cue ball roll right down for the 4.
I mean, really, you don't even need to roll it. You can just pull it back a little bit.
He could.
That's what I would do. I'd pull it back a little bit. I'd shoot the 4 in the corner and roll up for my 6. I'd get my 6 out of the way.
I think the 5 ball's right there by the 8.
Yeah.
He
punched
tried
that a little
Yeah,
bit.
he tried to break it out, which he moved the balls around. Chad said, "Book him, Steve."
Yeah, man, I can do that. Just let me know when you want to do it.
I will tell you, the defense drills on that,
Are brutal.
yeah, they are brutal.
Might have to start you out in the beginner level, Chad.
And that's the ones that are brutal. He said next Saturday.
Next Saturday. What do we got going on? Nope. We got
Nothing.
Masters next Saturday.
Ah, that's correct. Yeah, we do.
Yep, can't do it Saturday, buddy. And Masters playoffs.
Is the 20?
That's the following Saturday.
Yeah, but we won't have to play in it because we've already qualified.
And then I'm going to Panama City the 21st through the 26th. So, found a pool hall down in PCB. Mike Jones told me about it. So,
Is that
Tracy's going to bring her road cues with her.
Oh, Brian. I like the shot. Yeah.
Super novice. You get mad at yourself on that.
Chad said he leaves on the 27th.
Where are you going? Oh, you're going to Myrtle Beach. I know where you're going.
So he's fixing to shoot this in and just roll down.
Yeah, the 27th we got world qualifiers for Masters, Budrow, to go to Vegas. Hopefully we can do a repeat.
Well, that was a good shot of Ken of breaking that out. I think right here I'd have to just barely clip the 15 and put the cue ball up table.
But how about when we get into June, we can set something up for sure.
Ball in hand. Oh, Brian don't know that it's ball in hand, I don't think. Or does he? No, he don't. He's got ball in hand right here, Steve, and don't know it. Ken hit the 9 ball and nothing touched the rail.
Oh, really? You wasn't paying attention?
No, I guess not.
Well, he got a good leave out of the deal.
Yeah. Wow. Trevor, too bad he's not playing me. See, now, Ken's got to be careful right here on that shot.
I'll tell you what, that wasn't too bad, really.
No, it
because
wasn't.
Brian cannot reach that ball. With the bridge, he's going to be able to reach it? Maybe.
Hey, we appreciate it, Alan. Appreciate you tuning in. Listen to this. We're trying to do our best.
Yeah, thank you, Alan. Appreciate it, buddy. Hopefully we can get this thing booming. Because we're going to do a lot of things, guys. We're going to be doing tournaments. Like I said, Monica's gave us free reign to pretty much do what we want to up at Sticks. Her and I talk quite a bit, and she's going to even help commentate some as a special guest. And we're probably going to get some other pros in there doing the same thing. And
Yeah.
it's going to be a pretty cool little thing going on. I can do lessons during the weekdays in the evening. We'll just have to set up a time. Yeah, your next 7 and under, I think we should stream, Alan, and then the next split bracket or the
Handicap.
handicap. Yeah, the monthly handicap would be a good one.
He's going to put inside on this watch. See, now that ball up there has no pocket.
No, it does not.
Well, one thing about it, Alan, is they're going to have a router set up just for us, and we can go ahead and pre-run our cables. And we've already got the tables that we're going to stream on. So we'll be able to just leave everything right there. And we just got to plug our cameras up and go. See, I like Brian leaving that ball in the pocket to block that pocket and shooting this way.
Yes.
Oh, good shot. I think he just needs to stop the cue ball and then play the ball sitting in the
He
pocket.
needs to- well, if it were me, I'd stop the cue and play the 3, just in case.
Oh, just
If
in
he
case
misses, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If he misses, Ken's going to have an extremely hard cut. But if he goes this way, he's going to open that pocket up for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I just know that ball's pretty deep in the pocket.
It actually looks like he could do rail first or he
Yeah.
can come off a rail.
Yeah, if he can do the rail first, yeah, that's what he's looking at. The cue ball got natural position to come down for the 3.
We can do matches in the evening too, but we would have to, like I said, we also play. So,
Yeah, we got to leave
know.
time for us playing.
Yeah, so I'm not saying once or twice through the week we can't do a match. Yeah, we can, but just have to get together and find out what time. And I know Monday nights are off the board 100%. Thursday nights are off the board 100%.
Yeah, and
And
well, our league's fixing to be done at Carrollton, but right now you don't know if it's Tuesday or Thursday. Yeah.
So maybe a Wednesday night could be available. And
I
we're going
think
to do them on Friday night.
I
and
think Friday would
Saturdays.
be the better night if we needed to do one on a Friday. I think that would be, because that way nobody's got to go.
We
to
are
work.
going to open streams up though on Saturdays, to like we did 2 tonight. We may do 3 or 4 on Saturdays depending on what's going on. Probably have to start, if we did that many, we'd probably have to start about 12 or 1 o'clock with the first one.
Yeah, 'cause that'd be almost like starting like a tournament.
Yeah.
You know, and that's something we can look at too. Is maybe doing. I know.
See, Chad, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
We can start at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 o'clock, whatever, buddy.
Yeah. Well, and I know we only got one table, but it depends on what kind of players that want to play and what kind of tournament they want to play. We might could do a small tournament and stream the whole tournament.
Yeah.
So that's one thing we can look at. Man, see right here, I like 2 rails.
Yeah, I'm definitely going 2 rails for the kick.
Yeah, instead of kicking 1 rail, 2 rails are going to automatically take you.
It's going to take you in that direction.
Yeah, and all he's got to do is hit just inside the
What is
diamond.
he looking to do here? Just go up and down?
I hope he's not. Yeah, that's the. You need to hit just inside that bottom diamond by the corner pocket on the short
Yeah,
rail.
even if you put a little right and hit it
Yeah.
in that direction, it's going to go toward the corner.
And see, doing the 2 rail kicking, I watched it, Jennifer Beretta do the 2 rail kicking system. That's what I use. It's very simple.
Yeah.
You know, everything's by 10s and it's no problem. I can do all the way up to a ball on the diamond at the bottom here where that chalk is. I can hit one there from the side rails, but after that is you guessing a lot. But the 2 rail kicking system works for me. Everybody's got their own system.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
We appreciate that,
Oh, he
Jaden.
missed it.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jaden.
Yeah, right here, if he just makes that ball, it should come right off and right back up. No problem. Just thin it a little bit.
He's going to bump the 8 on that one.
Yeah.
But, you know, he can actually go to the corner where that 14's at.
Yeah, if you
Because
block.
even if it hits the rail and hits the 14, it's going to go in.
Yeah, and if it don't, it'll block the pocket.
Exactly. Just don't hit it real hard.
Yeah.
Pocket speed.
Yeah.
We need to have a father and son match and let Jaden and John Polk play each other.
Well, that wouldn't be fair. They'd be playing Ken and Brian.
If you're new to the stream, hit the like button and subscribe. That'll help us out.
Yeah, and you know, in the chat room, get in there and say hey to us. You know,
That's right.
If you're just now coming to the stream watching, just say hey in the chat. We'd like to know who's out there watching.
Ken is taking the lead 4-2. We've had 2 good matches going, though. Pretty close.
Oh, yeah.
David and Tyler's match was really good earlier. If you guys didn't get that one, it'll be on the YouTube channel. That was tight all the way through until the last, 5-6 games.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, actually.
Lead changes, I think, 3 times, 4 times.
Yeah, Tyler jumped out on him 4-1 in the first 5 games.
Yeah.
And then it wound up being 6-4 for the first 10 games. In the next 10 games, it wound up being, I think, 7-4. So that made it 10-11.
Yeah.
So
That was a good match. We should be streaming at 1080 right now, Chad.
oh, look at that cue ball just hanging in the pocket. He really don't have much here. I mean,
4K, that'd be a negative, sir, unless you want to donate about 10 grand for cameras and a computer.
Yeah, he could shoot the 2 in the side and just let it bump the cue ball, bump the 8. That left him a shot on the 6 if he'd have made it.
I don't know. I have to look into that. 720, maybe YouTube thing.
Shay said we're only at 720.
Looks pretty good.
That's a good little shot on Ken cutting it in. He's going to try to back cut that 10 ball. See, like right there, he made that ball. He might be able to cut the ball up in the corner, come off, and shoot that ball up top. Oh,
I'll get that about as straight as it
look at him. But Brian, he really don't have too much of anything to shoot. He said he shoot the one in the side, but you got to shoot that ball real slow and soft. No English at all. Just shoot the ball in and take what you can get. There you go. But he's a little too firm. He should just float it up and shoot the 5 after that, but he didn't.
Yeah.
But one thing about 8 ball, there's other options. He's probably going to shoot the 7. Yeah.
That's definitely the one thing about 8 ball.
Yeah.
You mess up, you got other balls to go at.
So let's do a poll in the chat right now. How many of you like 8 ball versus 9 ball? Let's see who comes out on top. 8 ball versus 9 ball. Pick your game.
Well, Action Room Streaming is going to say 9 ball.
You got that right. Oh, Chad 9 ball, Alan 9 ball, Shay 8 ball.
Trevor 9 ball.
Well, right
Looks
now.
like 9 ball is leading up. Ronald Carter says 8 ball.
Okay, there's another 8 ball.
There's several of you watching. Throw it out there.
8 ball.
Andrea says 8 ball.
Andrew's a pretty good 8 ball player.
She is. She is a legend reaper.
Yeah.
The killer.
Yep. She is the
She has taken down some high-level players when she played for us.
She sure did. Well, they get in that corner pocket down here all messed up.
Yeah, it's going to be a problem.
Yeah. One thing about at least Brian, he's leaving that ball in the pocket.
Where's our old buddy Scott Chandler at, Andrea?
At his age, he's probably in the bed. He's probably been asleep for 5 hours.
He might be.
Oh, good shot, Brian.
That was risky.
It was. But he's got this pocket down here where he's at blocked, so he could.
He just needs to block. Just shoot his stripe in right here.
Yeah. And just, well, yeah, there you go.
Yep.
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
See, now Ken really don't have much of a shot. Now he could, if he could see it, try to make the 5 and leave his cue ball down table. Just like that.
Hey, that wasn't a bad shot.
It wasn't.
In bed by me.
Yeah, but that still means he's asleep.
Well, that
probably.
means he's asleep then, right? You take it easy on him now, Andrea. Oh, he made it. If he called it.
Yeah, but you got to look. I mean, he's got his 4 ball down here, pushed right up on that 14.
I'll put a bottom right here and come around. I see you hit it.
Yeah.
You got to pop that shot a little bit, you know.
See, now he's kind of in a spot to where he's got to be able to get to that 4 ball. And at that angle, I just don't think he can do it.
Damn, Natasha, good job.
See, I know he tried to cross bank it, but that's really the only shot he had of breaking out, but it's still risky. You got to
Well,
wait.
Ken can actually make that 15 and break out.
Oh, yeah. Just a little bit of right English to do it.
Oh, he missed it. But that was the right shot.
Yeah. See, if I'm Brian, I'm just going to cut my 3 ball just a little bit and try to keep my cue ball against the rail to block him. As long as he stays around the 4 ball, he won't have a shot. But if he lets it leak out, there should be no trouble.
Why is Ken at 5? I'm showing 4 on the board.
I have no idea. I bet that happened when we had that little glitch a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think it probably done it. Don Howard said 9 ball. So right now, 9 ball's leading.
Well, I think most players, do like 9 ball. You know, it's a quicker game. I think there's a little more skill involved in it. I think that people argue to say that there's more strategy in 8 ball. But to me, there's not, because I can, or speaking for myself, I can run out some balls and play some defense,
shot,
and you
Brian.
can definitely control the table.
Yeah. I think he could stop this ball and just play the 8, or just roll forward and play the 8 off back of the 15.
Mr. Don Howard, how you doing, buddy?
Well, a lot of people compare 8 ball players to 9 ball players. And, that is, if somebody really likes 8 ball and good at it, sometimes they're not very good 9 ball players because they're not used to those patterns, those ways of playing.
Yep. That was a hell of a shot.
It was.
Very good shot. And if he can hit the opposite side of the pocket here, he can come off that. Is that the 12 ball?
I believe, but even still, if he just hits this pocket speed and it makes the 8 ball stay in the pocket,
Oh, yeah.
and the 15 falls or 12 ball, and leave the cue ball on the bottom rail, Ken can't hide him.
Right.
But if he lets it get above it,
Oh, see, it got above it, though.
yeah.
But the 9 and 15 are still blocked. So unless Ken can pull, he got to put a lot of inside when he cuts this to break that out.
I wouldn't even make it. I'd just push right up behind the 15. See?
He went for it.
Yeah.
He can hook him right here by just playing a defense right up next to that 15 ball.
Yeah, just
let
push.
the cue ball rest. Yep, just like that.
Well, I think it got out.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
So that's what I was saying on the last ball. Push up behind them and then try to get ball in hand.
Yeah. So 4-3. We've got a close match going here as well.
Look at Ken flipping that screen over. So do you guys like the scoreboard that the players are flipping over as well to go along with our scoreboard? Does it help you guys see things a little bit better? That's just something we started tonight, trying to see how that would work.
Good deal. Yeah, Don. We have to match you up, man, with somebody. Of course you haven't, Alan.
Alan, what do you think about possibly doing a, I ain't seen one done in a long time, doing a 6-ball tournament on the bar boxes? What do you think about that? It's been a long time since I played 6-ball.
I haven't played 6-ball in a minute. You know, back in the day, we played that a lot.
Yes, we did. Yep, we played on old Brunswicks.
Yeah, I remember Alan doing them 6-ball tournaments over at Hiram Station.
I'm gonna tell you, playing 6-ball on a 9-foot table, making a ball on the break, that's different.
Yes, it is.
I mean, there's not many balls to run out, but making one on the break to get that shot. That's a good shot out of Brian. But you know, he's the first left-hander that's ever been on our Reapers team.
Oh, yes, he is, isn't he?
Mm-hmm. I never played 7-ball, Chad. I've watched it, but I've never seen it. I mean, I've never played it. I'm sorry. What in the world? 2 with 1. Had to give up the table.
Yeah.
How many racks did you see run in a row doing that, Alan, or was it alternate break? Because ball in hand after breaking a 6-ball, that's tough. That'd be brutal for somebody. Yeah, just come off the rail right here. See, I didn't like that. He should have just drew it down where he could shoot the 1 in the side or the 7. He needs to just stop the cue ball right here. Oh, he missed it. Yeah, he just... Boy, he hit that ball awful hard.
He hit it real hard.
I get he was trying to break that out. He just missed it.
Sometimes less is more, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, like right here, it's going to be a touchy shot if he don't watch it. If he say he hit the
Yeah,
line.
we used to play 3-ball too, Don, back in the day.
Yeah, we used to play 3-ball, $1 a game, and if you tie, you ante up.
Yep, that's how we
And
play
just
it.
keep it rolling.
Yep, just keep it going.
See, I kind of like what Ken's doing here. He's shooting back up table, leaving the cue ball down there if he misses. Because even still, I mean, Brian's 10 ball is tucked away in between the 4 and the 3, and it's going to be hard to break that out.
Yeah.
I used to enjoy a good ring game.
We used to play 5 on the 5, 5 on the 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. Used to be some pretty decent ring games up there at Sticks.
Yeah.
A few years back. Remember when Willie Favors, you know, the older guys was up
Arkell.
there. Arkell. Yeah.
I know when I used to go to Cedartown and play at that old pool room, they would be playing 6. It wasn't a big game. It was just something to do. They'd play 6-way 9-ball, 2 on the 5, 3 on the 9. So it wasn't really expensive. But
All right, Shay. Good night, buddy.
see, Shay, but it was a good game. You go up there with $20. If you could make some balls, you could play for a little while.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't think I'd make that ball right there. I think I'd just miss it.
Well, he hooked himself.
Yeah. So now he's going to have to kick at it, and he'll bust that out. He should just miss that ball completely.
I think he's going to try and thin it.
Yeah, he's obviously make that 10 ball. He didn't hit
He's
it.
going to set Brian up for the kill right here, though.
Oh, yeah.
All Brian's got to do is stop the ball, pull it back maybe 2 inches, and he's got the 12.
Yeah. But he could also just push the 15 to the bottom rail, and Ken has no pocket for any ball. Instead of trying to run out right here, just push the 15 just to the bottom rail with the cue ball. You know, Don, I used to work in that pool hall in Tallapoosa that Harvey Gentry owned. I worked there when I was 15 till I was about 19. That's where I learned how to play pool. Yeah, I would just push that down, just ease it down to the rail. Kind of like that right there. But he's hit the 15 way too hard. See, I would put, if I was Ken, what'd you do? Bank that off and put it there?
Just like that.
Yep. Just don't scratch.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
John Tanner. What's up, dude? Thanks. Appreciate it, buddy.
Yeah, you can learn a lot, Alan. I agree. We'll go back watching your matches.
Well, it allows you to see your mistakes. You
Yeah.
know, you don't realize what you're doing, you know, and when you're able to watch yourself on a playback,
Correct.
you can see if you're chicken winging, you're rushing, you know, you're doing all kind of craziness.
And really the most common mistakes in somebody's stroke mainly is what we call the chicken wing when that back arm slides out and not doing a pre-shot routine like we talked about before.
Yes.
Those two can be just, and if they're together, it's disaster.
Well, you can also see when you're punching at the ball, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see all kinds of stuff. That's what's cool about watching yourself on a recorded video. So it looks like 9-ball won the.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. We appreciate it.
Yeah, the win goes to 9-ball instead of 8-ball.
Yeah. I know we used to play a game up there at that old pool room that Don's talking about called points. If you 1 through 15, you have to shoot in rotation, but the 1, 5, 7, I think 10 and 15 were points. The most balls got a point. The most cumulative points got. It's a money game.
Yeah.
You got so much per point. And then playing golf on the snooker table. That's a tough game.
Golf is a tough game on a snooker table.
So Brian should put a little bottom left right here and come off the rail. Wow, that's that inside we talked
inside
about.
we talk about all the time.
You know, a lot of people put inside English on those shots, and there's
That's not the right shot.
no, it's not. Look at your angles when you're coming into those balls, and in your mind figure out where the spin is going to take you. That's a big part.
Yeah, Amos and Andy boards. Yeah.
Oh, you can go broke on that. It don't take much if you got a good break.
Look at that. Ken got a great bump.
There was a guy in Tallapoosa named Arlen McCall. He had one of the best breaks for Amos and Andy. I seen him and Toby Bell both get like 10 balls on the board, and that's for real on Amos and Andy.
Yeah.
I racked. That was my job as a rack boy.
Right.
And I'm like, they just cover the board. And they would bust up a Amos and Andy game sometimes.
Look at there. Ken took a 5-3 lead. And I'm going to jump in there and grab a refill real quick.
Yeah, grab me one while you're in there. Don, what years was it you went to Harvey Gentry's pool room in Tallapoosa? I was there. I worked there probably in the, I'm going to say 89, 90 era. That's when I started playing pool. Okay, well, if you was in there in the 90s, then especially if it was the earliest part of the 90s, I know we crossed paths up there because I used to shoot around with that David Patterson that was on the stream earlier, Toby Bell, Arlen McCall was there. That was the better players at that time when I first started. And then there was an old guy that used to come up here and play snooker. His nickname was Doc. Wore old overalls and used old house cue. That man could play some snooker. I just shoot this in the side pocket right there, just a little bit of top. See, I'd hit a little bit of top right on this. Come over for the 12 or the 15, depends on how far it gets across. See, I would shoot inside English and kill the cue ball to shoot the 12, I think it is. And see, he went too far. No, I didn't have to wear no pouch to hold the money. I didn't have to do anything like that. I racked the balls. I mean, I collected money, but I didn't have to wear nothing like that. But that old man Harvey taught me how to play gin.
You know, right here, this is the only opportunity he's going to have to try to break that 4 out.
Yeah, he could put a little bit of inside on it and just let it come off the rail. See, he didn't.
He tried to draw that.
Yeah, that's not the right shot.
No, he
But-
should have put top inside, come off that rail over. And he could have broke it out and still had a shot down here.
But see, that's your difference again between 8 ball and 9 ball. You got another ball to shoot at.
Mm-hmm.
Don, did you live in Tallapoosa at the time? See, like right here, I think I would shoot the ball up table. And just leave the cue ball up, because you got to break those balls out. Just float the cue ball up and let it touch and make him shoot at it. Yeah, just push it down. Make him shoot back down at your other balls, because sooner or later he has to break that out. That's still not bad. Yeah, there used to be a couple on and off little pool rooms there in Bremen back in the day. There was one out toward that used to be that grocery store out there, Piggly Wiggly. There used to be in that shopping center was a pool room for a little while, and there was one used to be up in that shopping center out there off Old 27.
You know, back in the 80s and 90s, it seems like there was a pool hall on every corner.
Yeah.
In every little town, big city, it didn't matter. I remember Don Willis back in the 60s when he moved to Atlanta. He told me that there was 5 pool halls in downtown Atlanta between Peachtree Street, North Avenue, and 13th and 14th or something like that. He said he could go to 4 or 5 different pool halls.
Yeah, I remember he said he had, what was it, $50,000 worth of cars and never worked.
He bought a house and 2 cars one year when he moved down here. But he was an old snooker player.
Yeah, he said he loved snooker.
Ooh, Ken wobbled that one.
See, both of them still have the issue with that ball up there against the middle diamond.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I think what they're trying to do is pocket these balls and then deal with that. See, Ken's got a great opportunity right here with that 6 ball to break that 4 ball out. Little bottom right.
Yeah, or depends on his stroke, just make the 6 and cut the 3 with a lot of top. The old trick shot, top right.
I don't think he knows that.
I don't think he does either, but you're right. Bottom right would break that out.
He's not going to do it.
Oh my goodness!
He hit the tit.
I mean, man, that's unfortunate there.
Man, he drilled that
He
ball.
sure did. He drilled that.
Again, right here, you just put a little bottom right and pull that ball. It's going toward the 4 ball.
But you know, I almost would have done something with that 2 ball since his balls are in the pocket.
Yeah.
Maybe bank the 2 back down here by the 15 and made him.
He was trying to break it out
Yeah.
there. Yeah. He's in a bit of a situation here, though.
He is. Well, even with Brian, when he gets to shoot, it's going to be hard to break that out.
Yeah. Oh. he
See,
almost
that's
made
what
that
I'd have
shot.
done to start with the first time, and I'd have left the other 2 balls alone.
Right.
Because
I'd
really,
have broke that 4 ball out with the 6 ball in the side pocket.
well, even right here, Brian could probably. I would take it and cut the 14
Oh, he didn't even want to make
and
it.
broke them out and let the cue ball get back to the other table, because the 4 is not going anywhere if you just thin the stripe ball up top.
Well, I mean, he did right.
I think this is going to do it right here.
Not really. He did all right, though, with that safety he played. He just pushed the 11 to the rail.
Yeah.
Ken didn't have a shot.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. Ken's got to kick 1 rail just below that side pocket.
What are you talking about, Chad? With who? Oh, 13-9 with Tanner. It's probably not a bad race.
Don, if you went to them pool rooms that was up and about, I guarantee you we've crossed paths when I was younger. See, I think Brian could just shoot that 14. I think that's what it is. And just get it off that rail near a pocket. He could actually cross bank it. Put the cue ball down table.
I don't mind what he's doing right here.
No, that's not a bad play either. But sooner or later, he's got to separate those balls somehow.
Well, from right here, he shoots that ball, leaves the cue down here. The next shot he can make actually would be there, and he could make the 14.
He was trying to shoot. He was trying to get him behind that 8.
He was.
Had the right speed, just wrong side. That's a good try. Because if Ken makes this ball, he's not going to scratch. Of course, he'll hit that 15 possibly. Now he overcut it.
He jumped straight up.
He sure did.
When you watch this back, Ken, you're going to see what I'm talking about.
So I bet Brian tries to put him behind the 8 again.
Not a bad move.
Oh, it's not a bad move. That'd be perfect. He's trying to play some defense.
That's not a bad move. Ken don't have a shot.
Mm-mm.
The only thing he can try to do is bank that 2 ball back down here.
Oh, he's just trying to tie it up again, which he did a good job of that.
Yeah. This game may take a second.
Yeah, this is the most defense I've seen them play ever. And they're not doing bad at it. Look at him. He just pushed that up. That's not bad either. But here's the problem. If Ken goes for this and makes it, he's just going to open everything up when he has to shoot that 4 ball. And he went for it and made it. Now from here, I just thin the 4 ball and put the cue ball over to the side rail. That way the only ball he can shoot is this one down here by the 8. You do not want to try to bank this ball. That's the wrong decision if you ever tried. Yeah, he's kicking at it, which will still separate them. I don't understand that.
Well, this leaves Brian a clear out.
Oh yeah, all day long.
And the 12 ball needs to be the last ball he shoots.
Correct. Just float down with top English and just stay the closest to the rail as you can, really. Oh my goodness, he hung it up, but he got away with it. Yeah, Jaden, it's $45 for the stream fee, and as far as per player. That's correct, per player. And then whatever tournament you and your opponent sets up, that's between you guys. We'll run the tournament. You decide the entry fees. So right here, just put a little bit of left, not much. You don't want to hook yourself behind the 4. I think he got around it, though. I think he stopped.
You know, it's hard to tell, but I think he did. And really, he just needs to hit this pocket speed, and he'll roll right up for the 8.
And if he can, if he is hooked a little bit, then just barely thin the ball and leave the cue ball down table down here.
Yep.
But I think he's got it the way he's queuing up.
Yeah. Should be okay. Oh, he overcut it. Ken's got to come 3 with this, though.
Yeah, he's got to be careful not to thin it too much. If he does, he's going to head right for the corner pocket.
He's calling a bank.
That's what he called. He called a bank shot.
And he nailed it.
He sure did.
Look at here, look at here.
Look at it. That's a good shot right there on that bank shot. Hit it center pocket, good speed.
And came around for the 8.
Oh, he overcut it.
and left Brian out.
Oh, yeah. Now, this is not a top English shot at this point.
No. Just need to put some center draw right here. Cut it in.
He's
When
going
he hits
with-
the rail down here, it'll be fine.
If he don't put top right, he'll be able. See, that's.
Ooh. I mean, if he'd hit that a little harder, it'd have been okay. I mean, I don't know.
Well, I think
I would have drew it.
him hitting it harder might have put him in the pocket because the cue ball would have jumped more. Oh, great shot if he don't scratch. Oh, man, what a back cut to get unlucky and scratch like that. Well, Ken's up 6-3. That was just tough luck right there on Brian's part. He had a great shot. You're correct, Tyler. He was just unlucky. That was a great shot. All right, let's see what Ken does here. I think the most they've made on the break so far is 2 balls, I think. Well, Tyler, on the shot he just hit at the angle he was at, inside English at that angle, would have threw him more up toward the corner pocket. Inside was the right English to use. Just got unlucky where it hit. I think outside English would have threw him way too high up on the table at that angle, being so thin of a cut. He's breaking the balls pretty good. Ken is. Well, Brian's hit some good breaks. See, I didn't really understand that. I wouldn't have shot it that way to make yourself have a bank. Oh, he got lucky off the 5 ball. So right here, you could just shoot bottom English, draw the ball back. That'll set him up for the next shot, and then he can do the same. Oh, he went with top English. So right here, Brian has, 2 options. You could cut the 7 in the side or shoot the 1 up in the corner. I think I would choose the 7 in the side because then you would split the 10 and 1 apart. Or you could shoot the 2 ball and just leave the cue ball up there and block all of Ken's balls for a defensive shot. But he's choosing the 7. Which is not, that turned out to be a good shot. Now you could just draw it back a little bit so you can have a good angle on the 6. Oh, Brian, he just jerked at that one too much. He didn't stay down. See, Ken could just roll forward right here and leave himself an angle. He does not want to be straight in. You need an angle. There you go. He could just put straight bottom, and that cue ball should bounce. He's trying to shoot it across.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah, he's put himself in a spot right here. You know, he could have shot defense right here, just barely push up behind it and hooked him. He may have got away with another one, though. Didn't leave him a great shot. Just a little top English, cut it in. Should push him down. I thought it would get further down the two, but just a little defense right here. Just float down. That's perfect. Yeah, Ken, is he trying to go by the 8 ball to hit the 9? Yeah, I didn't think he had that gap. He's just going to have to kick off the side rail. About the middle diamond. Oh, he makes the 8. What a win.
Early 8.
Yeah,
Was that on Ken?
That was on Ken.
Man.
He kicked the right way. He just got unfortunate to hit the 8, and it center punched the pocket. Man, that's tough.
Yeah, Tanner's working on our website, so he should be done with it pretty soon.
Yeah, we'll have the calendar where you fill out the paper.
There'll be a form you got to submit with all your information, and then there'll be a link to PayPal, and then you can pay online.
Brian hit them pretty good. He's been having some good breaks. He just ain't making
not
anything.
Bad.
Yeah. Let's see what he's looking at. He's looking at a pattern. I'm glad to see they're starting to slow down and look. Really? I mean, I like solids if you could make one from here, but he's going to have to choose stripes. Look at him. He's like, really?
There's really no easy pattern here.
Not really, because you got the 14 and 9 tied up, and you got...
And it's blocking the 2 and
The
the
7,
13,
yeah.
7 and 12.
Yeah, they're tied up.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be known as these little workaround racks.
But I think you can break them out a little bit easier with the solids. If you can get by the 2 ball, that's going to be your biggest problem.
Well, here he has no shot now.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Well, he could actually, push him up behind the 6 and just move the 5 a little bit and shoot a defense. The only ball he'd be able to really shoot would be the 11 ball or the one over by the side pocket.
Well, he's got that one hanging in the corner up there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that was a stripe. Ken shot it and wobbled it. No, he tried to shoot some kind of defense. Like I said, with 8 ball, it's hard to really shoot a defense early in the game.
Early it is because there's too many balls.
Too many outs, too many balls to touch. And if you do, then usually you can just kick at a cluster.
Yeah. But you know, I will say this: Ken nor Brian neither one of them play on a 9-foot table.
They don't. Neither one of
So,
them.
This table's probably giving them some fits too. So
If he can make that 13 ball, I like shooting it. Because he could run forward a little bit. I think he could run forward and break those out, but
he actually, if he'd have made that ball, he could have shot the 14 and rolled up and shot the 9.
they're correct.
You know what I mean?
I agree. And see, like right here for Brian, you know, he could cut that 5 ball, come back across, and maybe break out that 7.
Chad, you grew up playing on 9-foot tables. What are you talking about?
It's not bad. You know, I kind of like thinning that 7 ball, getting it away from that stripe ball and putting the cue ball up table.
I hear you, man. But you have eyeglasses that are made for shooting pool. So you should have no problem with the eyes playing on a 9-foot table, Chad. If I had to wear glasses, I'm telling you now, I wear contacts. If I had to wear glasses, I'd get the ones that Chad had made. That's the glasses I would get. I don't know if you ever seen them, but the lenses go up above his eyebrow.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yep.
Well, see, I used to shoot with my hat.
I think Alex played with them.
Yeah, he does. Every once in a while he will.
Yeah.
I used to shoot with my hat turned around like what Ken's is right now, but over the years, my stance and stuff has changed, and I catch the corner of the bill, the edge of the bill in my eyesight, so that's why I turn my hat around backwards like Brian's. To get
Robbie
that.
Hall gave you the idea to get those glasses?
Well, Ken made that one. And see, really, right here, he could just barely bump that 14 and 13 and leave the cue ball alone, and he won't have a shot.
Oh, Robbie made them.
That's a good shot there.
Okay, that's cool. How much were they, if you
He
don't
shoot
mind me
that
asking?
that 2 ball on the side. I'm trying to think. There's another person that uses those glasses. I think, what's that? Karen Fisher. I think she wears those type glasses. Yeah, he should just roll forward right here. Or actually, he could just shoot that 6 ball and don't even worry about making it. And that way Ken don't have a shot, really. Yeah. See, now he's put himself in a spot that he's got to turn the cue ball loose if he cuts it in the side. He could shoot the 2 with a little bit of left English. He might be able to break the 7 out off that back rail over there on the side rail. Well, Ken's got the shot in the side. 2 ball makes that corner a big pocket if he ever gets back down here on this side.
Yeah, the only problem Ken's going to have is breaking out that 15 ball.
Yeah. See, now he's put himself in a spot.
You know, right here, he could actually bank that 15 over toward that corner.
Yeah, cross bank it,
Yeah.
and it'd go off the 2.
Yeah,
But he's going to try to cut this one.
made it. But now he's going to put himself in a bad situation.
Yeah, he's going to have to back cut that ball on the side, and the cue ball is going to hit the 8. Oh. He chose to shoot defense. Which Brian can just make the 1. He don't have to do nothing special here, just make it. I hear you, Alan. See, right here, he just needs to come off that rail. So I wouldn't have broke it out that way. I'd have waited and broke it out with the 4 ball, so you'd have came away from it instead of pushing all of them together. Because see, right here, Ken could shoot a nasty leave. All he had to do is bank the 15 and put the cue ball up table behind the stack. But instead, he's trying to shoot that.
That's a great leave.
Well, he was trying to make it. He threw his hand up because he was trying to make it. But he got lucky. It was a good leave, but...
Well, Brian can come around with that too, actually, though.
Yeah, he could go a couple rails.
Oh, he missed it completely. He tried to go rail first.
Yeah. But it ain't going to hurt him none. Ken could still lock him down again. Call defense, shoot the ball in the upper corner.
Yep.
You see, he's going to bank this ball and break that out. And both Brian's balls are going to be down here.
I was going to say, that could cost him.
Well, it didn't.
The 8 ball's tied up.
Yeah, it didn't do him any good to break it out that way. Right here, he just needs to shoot a little bottom English, call defense. And slide. It still worked out. I don't know if he can see it or not. But Brian could lock, if he can see it, he can shoot defense right here. If he can see it, just got to hit it slow. Right here, defense all day. Don't be a hero.
Hero.
There's that Willis shot that he makes.
20% of the time. All right. Be nice.
Me? See, Brian could just barely touch the 7 and put the cue ball against the rail and leave him straight in a long ways. He hit it, I think. It looked like he grazed it.
Did he graze it?
It looked like he did. Oh, he blocked him both ways. That's a good shot, Brian.
Yeah,
Very good defense.
Tyler Hutchins, are you still on the chat?
What a shot. Oh, it hung up on him, yeah. That 8 ball still in a spot, though. Bank the 4 into that stripe and leave the cue ball down here and call defense. What do you think?
I'm thinking defense right now.
That's what I'm saying. Bank the 4.
Yeah, but put the cue over here behind the 8.
Yeah, exactly. But it ain't going to hurt him none. It's going to take a good breakout to get on that 8.
I really don't see a good way for him to do that, the way the stripes are sitting.
I don't either. I don't see any way of a breakout. I can see several defensive opportunities if you get below it, but not right at it. He's putting top English. Look at here. Look, he threw his hands up. Good breakout.
He did get a good breakout, but he's got to kick it now.
You know, just push the 7 up on the 8 ball and let him have ball in hand.
That's what I would do.
That's exactly,
This is a do or die, and he died on that one.
Yeah.
But Brian's still got to get out. He's got to run 3 balls.
Yeah.
So it's not over. But I agree with you. I'd have pushed that 7 up on that 8 and said, here you go.
That's exactly right. See, and I really don't like this particular shot. I would shoot that one last. Shoot the 7 and use that for my out ball.
That 4 should have been your out ball.
Correct.
Because now he's going to shoot the 7.
He got a good angle, but that just wasn't the correct.
But see, he's going to shoot the 7 right now, And now the 7 should be his out ball.
Yeah. Well, it is. Well, he's got that 2 ball left, but still. Oh, my goodness.
My goodness.
Yeah, see, on that, you shoot the 7, then you shoot the 2.
I think he threw his stick.
And back cut the 4 to get on the 8. Oh, and then Ken.
Missed it.
Well, this changes things. If that
it
7
does.
don't wedge with the 2.
That's what I was about to say. I played a 7 into the 2. No, he's playing the 2.
Okay.
Yep. Hey, that's perfect. He might run into it here, though.
Looks like he's putting bottom.
Yeah, that might not work very well, though.
Yeah. It may slide on him too much.
Right. Oh, he actually held it pretty well.
He did. Well, the other
Yep.
day he was practicing stroking through the ball,
Yeah.
so he wouldn't have to hit it as hard.
No, that was a good shot. All right.
That's,
Decent low out.
yeah.
And Brian has pulled within 1.
Then made it a good game right here, a good match.
6-5.
You know, and again, like you said earlier, Steve, neither one of these guys ever play on a 9-foot table unless, they come over here and hang out every once in a while. But other than that, they never play on 9-foot.
No. At sticks, sometimes they mess around for a minute, but
Yeah.
not as far as playing on one.
But I will say that if you practice on 9-foot, doing quality practice, your bar box game will go up. I don't care who you are.
Sure it will.
Yeah, Alan, I see a lot of that as well. Because a lot of times you can't control that draw shot where you can with no English or top English.
Yeah, we talk about that all the time. And I'll tell you people need to use the rails more often, I mean, they're your friend.
Yes, they are. I mean, I've got several different drills that I do where I practice going 3 rails to get shape and 2 rails to get shape.
All the time.
I've noticed they've actually, since that last break, they've actually slowed down and tried to look at the patterns and look at where they're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean, Chad. On a 9-foot table, that's what I practice on because that's what I have at home. Is a 9-foot. I got a 9-foot Connolly.
Well, we're talking about a 9-foot table, Chad.
Yeah. I've got a 9-foot Connolly that I shim the pockets down to 4 3/8. It's what I play on with some honest cloth.
Nah, you're a true 9-footer all the way. 9-foot player all the way.
I do know some guys and ladies that they prefer 7-foot or what you would call bar box. That's all they ever will play on. There's a guy from Piedmont area. He plays pretty good pool. He used to play at Tim Pool. He won't play on 9-foots. He'd rather play on all bar box.
I'm not old enough to play one pocket yet.
Yeah, I'm not there either. I can play it, but it's just not. I just don't care to.
Yeah. I used to play it back in the day. Fairly good bit. It definitely will help you with your defense, banks, whatnots. Game's just too slow for me right now.
Well, I will say that if you can't hit a stun shot, one pocket can be brutal because sometimes you have to hit those little stun shots. Yeah, Alan, Tim Pool, yeah, he could play some good pool on a bar box. He used to hang out some up there in that place I went to in Cedartown. he would come up there and shoot some on their valley that they had. In one pocket, like you said, it teaches your banks, caroms.
Ken hooked himself.
But one problem I had, and I still have an issue with it, is I see people reading the rack after it's broke up. They'll say, I hit this ball, it'll generate here and there, and throw a ball out. I just don't have the patience for that.
Not yet.
No, not yet. And sorry about that. We had to kill the mics for a minute. We on the tournaments that we're doing, if somebody has a Scotch doubles team that wants to do tournaments, we will do those as well. So if you guys find you a couple of teams that want to do Scotch doubles, we'll be more than glad to stream those as well.
You'd have to be a superior one pocket player though, if you wanted to play on the stream.
Yeah, one pocket. Yeah, you would have to be. I would say you need to play. I would say at a very high level for us to stream a one pocket, to be able to truly play some one pocket.
Exactly.
I watched Scott Frost and John Schmidt play, and both of them owed 8 balls apiece because they kept fouling on purpose.
Yeah.
And then I think Scott Frost beat John Schmidt 8. I think it was 8-5 after they both owed 8 balls.
Yeah.
That was brutal.
That's how they do it, though.
It was brutal to watch. Somebody told me I need to watch it, and I tried, but oh my gosh,
I'd fall asleep.
I fast forwarded it.
I'd imagine. But you know, that damn game takes over Derby City.
Yeah, that's the one thing I didn't like about Derby City was one pocket period.
Yeah, it went for 10 days.
Yeah. I showed up up at Derby. It was 9 a.m. for my first match in 9-ball. And there was 2 guys gambling on the table that we're supposed to be playing our match on.
Yeah. Well, Frost is a Hall of Famer. And Chohan will be. And Chohan's, well, he's the best one-pocket player at 23. So,
yeah,
that's
I'm going to tell
verified.
you, Fedor Gorstis came through one pocket. He's been playing pretty good, one pocket. But I still don't think if they play 5 matches, I think Chohan wins 3 out of 5 for sure.
Yeah. Well, you know, Shane beat Chohan
Yeah.
in one pocket out in Vegas last month. So, I mean, they all play it. I'm not into it.
Yeah. But, you know, they asked Shane if he would play Alex in one pocket, and he said, no, I can't beat him.
That's the thing about one pocket, Chad. I'm with you. I see a out, man. I'm going for it.
Well, you've got defensive players and offensive players. I mean, everybody's different.
Yeah.
You just got to figure out who your opponent is.
Usually, if you go wide open and try to run out, you're going to lose. You know, in one pocket.
See, Brian's done got himself in a spot right here. I think I'll just cut the 7 and put the cue ball about right where it is now, or go a little bit further and make him shoot at it. See, now he left him a ball.
Yeah, but it's really not a shot. I mean, he can bank it.
Well, if he was to cut the 7
He's going for the 9.
and put the cue ball back where it was, then you got Ken shooting up table away from your balls, which will leave you opportunity. Yeah, he can't go that way. I almost like just maybe possibly thinning the 6.
Just thin it, yeah.
I mean, he did it a while ago up top with that other ball where he thinned it. Oh, that was a good try. He tied up the 8-ball, though. That still ain't bad.
Yeah, I mean, Ken can make that 9. If he knows, you know, he can put a little bottom right here and come off him. He's going to try and hook him. Oh, he actually went for the bank.
Yeah. I don't get that. Which, I mean, the 6 is still tied up. Yeah, Alan, I agree. Fedor, once he really learns how to play one pocket, he's tough.
No, I agree with that. I think he's coming on really strong, you know, in the last, couple years.
Oh, yeah.
Hell, this year he's won everything.
Oh, the last 2 years, he's come on strong.
Yeah.
So, I watched a thing. I don't know if you guys did it. Fedor's got his own little YouTube thing. He played the Ghost, raced to 20. And if he broke and made a ball, if he didn't make a ball in the break, he lost the game. If he broke and made a ball, if he had a shot, he had to shoot from where the cue ball lied. And if he didn't, he got ball in hand. He won, I think it was 20-18 against the Ghost, shooting it that way. That's strong.
That's hard.
Yeah. And then he played where he called it the Ghost God, where no matter what, when he broke, if he made a ball, he had to shoot from where it lied. If he didn't, he automatically lost, and lost 20-10.
Yeah.
That's
That's
still
brutal, though.
It is, but it's still strong.
Yes. Yeah, I believe Fedor's on the top of the world right now as well. Like I said, he's won everything this year.
Yeah. See, Ken I wouldn't even be shooting at that 9-ball.
I didn't understand that shot at all.
You got to shoot this ball on the bottom rail and just leave it there. Don't, just make him earn it. He uses that 9-ball as a ball just to get the cue ball back up table with some bottom right. Oh, he hit a good shot.
He hit that ball perfect.
Yeah, I thought for sure he would clip the 9. It still would have went the same way. Let's see, I like just basically shooting a little bit of bottom and just killing it.
If you're going to come to the right anyway, so just draw it as you pull it back a little bit. You should be able to shoot it right in the corner.
Yeah, no problem.
Hit that way too hard.
Way too hard.
It's actually going to end up where Ken can get out right here.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't really
can't hold that ball.
Correct. Well, you don't have to hit the ball that hard, whether you're on a bar box or a 9-footer. I see a lot of people hitting the ball too hard when you could just stroke it smooth.
I agree.
And
but
get the same
that
action.
shot Ken just did on the 9, he tried to hold it.
Yeah.
And it put it out in the middle of the table, and you can't hold that shot. It's too much of an angle.
Right.
At that point, put a bunch of inside, load up, hit the rail, and come back across the table so you can shoot the 13 in the same corner.
Correct. And I like right here banking the 6-ball back down to the corner pocket. That way, if you miss, Ken has to shoot your way. He shoots at your end of the table, and you got to out instead of trying to cut this ball.
He's putting a lot of right on this
Well,
ball.
the cue ball is going to probably go 2 rails back down here and leave him straight in if he tries to make it.
He's actually going to hook him perfect.
He hooked him, but I still like banking the ball better because you're shooting at my pocket, my way, at my end of the table.
I can't tell if he can clip it or not.
He might try to put a lot of spin on it, but I just see him kick at it. I think that's the way to go. Because if you hit it, the cue ball might keep going that way and get him behind the 8. Oh.
Barely missed it. It's ball in hand, though.
Yeah. Let's see.
Brian can get these 2 balls to be a tie ball game.
See, I like just leaving more of an angle.
Yeah, I don't like this straight in.
Yeah, just
stuff
pop it
right
off
here.
the rail. That way you can leave the cue ball out in the middle of the table with a stop shot.
Yeah, he's gonna leave himself on the rail.
He missed it.
He tried to cheat it.
That pocket's got him. I think Trevor left something in that pocket when he left on the last string that he played.
Right.
Because they've been a lot of pockets wobbled there tonight.
He didn't get there. Oh, that ball's deep though,
Yeah.
Brian. I don't know if he can go rail first or not.
If you don't watch it, it'll wobble right in the. Oh, he
No,
got
he
it.
got it.
Very good shot. Nice. And got some good shape right here.
Yes. He's got to make it.
Yeah, see, I would just no English at all and just let the cue ball float down with the 8-ball. That way, if he does wobble it, Ken's got a heck of a shot. Good shot.
Good shot. And we have a tie ball game. We're going to take a little quick break. I'll be right back with y'all in about 5 minutes. All right, we're back with you. They're about to break. And we got a 6-6 tie, so it's a race to 4. We might get out of here by 1.
Yeah.
Which currently they've been playing 2 hours and 46 minutes.
Yeah, I agree with Alan that Brian's back arm, when he's in the back, does get a little loose on him. All right.
Yeah, I think they'll both be able to go back and watch this match and kind of see, their flaws.
Yeah, I know we get to throw a little punch at them here and there because this is a little practice stream and we play league with them. But all in all, being a 9-foot table, I think they're doing okay on a 9-foot table.
Yeah, they're doing what they can do. I think, we had a talk during the break, and I was telling them that they think they have to hit the ball hard
Yeah.
because of the distance,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't. You know, it's more about your stroke and the angle,
Yeah. And they need to remember that this, even though it's a 9-footer, you're correct. In their mind, they think they got to hit it, and you don't have to hit it that hard.
Well, I mean, I just showed him, he cut it in the side pocket, it goes down and back up. Alan prefers not to play in a live stream.
Yeah.
Some people do. Some people don't like to do it. A lot of people do like to do it, though.
Yeah. For each his own. I mean, it don't really bother me.
Nah, it don't bother me one way or another.
Because whether I'm getting streamed and missing or in front of everybody I know missing or choking up, I mean, it happens to all of us.
Yeah, if you think about it, it's really no different when you got 35 or 50 people watching you at a pool hall.
Mm-mm. Because they are, no matter what, any tournament you play in, there's certain matches that people just want to see, and whether who it is, if they want to see those two players play once their name is called, people venture over to that table just to watch.
Oh, yeah. Happens all the time.
The first time we was in Vegas, well, not the first time, second time with Mike and Mike. The first matches that we played, we streamed every one of them Facebook Live, and then the other one match that we played, Kramer's like, hey, I'd prefer not to be on the stream if that's okay, so I turned it off.
Yeah, like I said, it's just certain people don't like playing on it. And that's fine. I mean, like you said, for each their own.
Yeah. Well, for me, I've always been pretty lucky. I guess you'd say with my nerves growing up, playing in golf tournaments and pool tournaments and stuff like that it never really bothered me. Because there was certain golf tournaments I'd play that when you're coming up the last few holes, there's people standing everywhere just waiting to see, and it just never really bothered me that much. But I was introduced into pressure at a young age.
Yeah, I mean, I was too, playing ball. You got a stadium full of people watching you. I mean,
Yeah.
guess what? Doesn't matter, man. You screw up or do
Yeah,
good,
that's
they're
true.
watching.
Well, when we went to Derby City, my first match, I'm not gonna lie, because I hadn't played in nothing like that in a long time, that big.
Well, you get the butterflies that first match.
Yeah, I got the butterflies halfway through, and then I finally was able to settle myself down, and I won 9. I think it was 9-5 was the final. My first after I calmed down. Because those first few racks, I was just missing balls. I'm like, what are you doing? It's not a bad little shot there.
Not bad. Shoot the 2-ball right here. And just come up.
Hey, he's probably got to get down on a 3-ball.
Yeah. Oh, he didn't get there. He's going to have to go with the 1 now if it'll go past the 3.
Well, if he does that, he can't scratch in the side because the stripe ball will block the pocket for him.
No, he's going for something else here.
Probably gonna
He's
bank
try
the
and
4.
bank. He's going for a defense. He just didn't get there.
I tell you, they have shot more defense.
They've shot a lot of defense tonight, which is a
Really?
good thing, really.
Yeah, well, they're seeing it. Defense is,
I mean, Ken would have been much better off getting that cue ball behind the stack over here,
Yeah.
you know. But it's okay.
oh, yeah. Yeah, it's getting pretty late. It's almost midnight.
Yeah, people dropping off. Who's still with us?
But, you know, even though it's late, we appreciate you hanging in here. And, you know, please tell everybody about the stream. Share it for us. And help us get these likes and these views up. It helps us out a lot. Yeah, Alan, I agree. It is easier to play safe, especially when you're just separating the balls. I mean, just
Yeah,
go-
because the safety could be as easy as separating, giving yourself separation.
yeah.
Well, I think playing position on a 7-foot table is a little more difficult because of the traffic.
Yeah.
You know, 9 foot, you got a little more room to work with.
Yep. Alan, you ever thought about doing a 10-ball tournament?
That'd be a good tournament there, if you can get enough players.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that's something we can work on later in the summers. Get a time to do a 10-ball.
That was a great shot right there.
It was.
He hooked Brian in every way. Brian's got a kick. But, you know, I like Brian kicking at this 10-ball right here. That way, if the cue ball rolls forward, he's going to hook Ken,
Oh, yes.
you know.
And either way, if he touches it, he's really not going to have a whole much of a shot.
Oh, he missed the whole ball. But Ken don't really have a shot here on the 8-ball.
No, he really don't. And I
And
thought
he might be able to play his 5-ball right here to break the 8 out. But I think that I would shoot the 4 first and pull it back for the 5. Shoot the 5 in the side and try to break this ball out.
Yeah. I thought for a minute when I first looked that the 8 would come off the 14 and go in the corner pocket as like a little billiard shot off of it, like just kind of a combo. But
Yeah.
but it won't. I believe that 10-ball has it blocked.
See, he drew that ball back a little too much.
Yeah.
Now he's in a bad situation.
Yeah, I get that, Alan. A lot of people don't like call shot when it comes to 10-ball.
Well, not only that, you can give the shot back,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't understand that.
Oh, he missed it completely.
Yeah.
So, ball in hand right here. I mean, Brian can get his trouble ball out the way right now. Ball in hand, shoot the 14. Draw it back, shoot the 11 in the side, 10 in the corner. And then you can shoot the 8 wherever you want,
Yeah.
you know.
I agree. Well, the other option is shoot the 11 ball, call defense, and put him back on.
Put him back, yeah, you could do that. I think he's actually going to go for the run, though.
Yeah. Looks like he's trying to draw it back for the 11. Oh, he hit that pretty just. And see, here's where the little stun shot comes in handy. You just cut that ball with a little stun and you're good. But he might be able to follow through off that rail. I kind of like that if he chooses to go that way.
He made it.
Yeah.
He's got to back cut this ball.
Yeah, I just got to be careful
But
that side.
if anything, just put a little bottom on it. You might have to jack up a little bit, but he can get the cue ball up top if he don't make it and have one pocket blocked.
He's maybe cutting the ball. What if he's cutting it in the side? No, he went for it. And there it comes.
It's going to be well, we'll see what happens here.
You know, I bet if we had to play a tournament to where there was no jump cues, go to old school. No ball in hand, no jump cues. People wouldn't know what to do.
Right?
Or if you did jump, it had to be with your playing cue.
Oh, he gave it up.
Wouldn't that be something to play a tournament?
Yeah.
No jump cues allowed. You have to jump with your full cue. Well, Brian took the lead 7-6. I will say Brian's had a pretty good break and Ken tonight when it comes to the 8-ball breaks. They're just not making anything for some reason. Oh, Brian going to the BK Rush for a break cue. He ain't gonna know how to act hitting one with that cue. He may go buy him one of these. Another good break. He's just not making anything. He said he wasn't going to the second ball break right before we restarted after our intermission, but he went to the second ball break again. I'm not a big fan of the second ball break, really. I use it if, like I said, if we've got two good players playing, I don't mind using it to keep the clusters. They're like the magic rack. I don't mind using it, but I don't believe you should be able to soft break. I think you should break and get as many balls past side pocket as possible. The soft break is really hurt the game of pool, especially 9-ball. Yeah, so he could just shoot this ball in, roll forward just a little bit, and then shoot the 6. That's a good shot. Got a pretty good angle. Let's see, he should be shooting a 6 ball. I really don't like this right here.
Brian took the lead, 7-6. Sorry, back with you.
Yeah, see, I think you ought to be shooting a 6 right here and then get down on the 4. Yeah. think he's just. Yeah, I didn't think he could make it. That's what they was talking about, was whether it was going to be a good hit or not. That's a good shot right there. Just rolled up. Yeah, I can't. I don't understand how he missed that shot. Fairly easy. I think he just took it for granted. And we all do that, take shots for granted. I've done it probably a million times since I've been playing pool.
I remember the ones, the easy ones are the ones you need to focus on the most.
Yeah, I've missed a ball in hand.
So,
Set the ball down, say, "Oh, I'm a foot away. I just got to cut it." And I'm looking at the cue ball, saying, "Oh, this is an easy shot because I've shot it 100 times."
yeah.
And I miss it. See, he could just hit this with just straight top, and he go right over by the 3. There we go. See, I like shooting the 3 ball right here and just getting over trying to shoot the 2 in the side.
That's what I was about to say. Yeah. You shoot the 2 in the side. You'd actually play the 5 in the corner.
Yeah, you could get an angle on the 2 and let your cue ball bump the 8 a little bit.
Right.
He's going for the 1.
He bumped it out enough. I think the 2 will go. You might be able to just roll up and bump the 8.
Yeah, I like rolling up.
Yeah,
Even if
roll
you
up, bump the 8 like that.
that is
Oh, you just missed it.
but now the 8 ball is in a spot where Brian has to break it out with the 5 now. Yeah, Ken just eases that in, just a little bit of top. And see, like right here, he really don't have a pocket for any ball. So I really probably wouldn't even shoot this to make it unless I called a defense. So he could have stuck that cue ball against that side rail, and Brian wouldn't have had a shot. Really, he had a bank shot, but the odds of that are, probably 60-40 that ball don't go because it's up table bank. That's with anybody shooting that particular shot. If he's going to shoot the 5 ball, I like drawing the ball back. Where if you miss, you still got the cue ball about where it is now. He don't have a straight in shot.
Yeah.
If he rolls forward, then that'll open up the 15 ball to be made.
I mean, if he can pocket the 5,
Well, he's definitely got a.
he needs to roll forward. If he's going to go for it, he needs to go forward so he can shoot the 3 and then the 2. If he tries to shoot the 2, he's going to come off this rail, and he's not able to push everything in his way.
Yeah. I think he's looking at rolling forward, shooting a 3. No, he's changed his mind.
He's going to draw it. Well, just stop shot. So he's going to go 2-5-3.
See, I don't like that pattern. 2-5-3. But that's why it's 8 ball. I mean, everybody sees different patterns.
Yeah, he missed it.
Yeah. And see, that's one thing I was looking at is if he missed that, then that opens up several options for Ken to try to get out.
I think I'd have to go with the side pocket right here.
Yeah, I would too. Because then you could shoot that 15 ball next and try to get around.
Oh, he overcut that. Not a bad leave.
No, it's really not.
Although Brian can make that in the opposite corner. You have to roll forward, though.
Yeah. If you're going for it, you definitely got to shoot it that way. But with him being up a game, he can be a little loose this late in the game. Because see, now he left Ken with a...
He's got to make a combo. If I were Ken, I'd stick Brian behind that 8-ball.
Well, just middle ball and just hit it.
Yep, just roll up, just like that. Great shot.
I think he can see a little bit
I
of the
can't
5.
tell if he can see it or not.
He may have to curve it a little bit.
Yeah.
He's cueing like he can, well. Yeah, it's like he's jacked up a little bit. He's going to curve a little bit.
Hit a great shot.
Great shot.
And got shape on the 3.
Look at him.
Look at him.
in there flexing.
Flex it out, buddy.
We'll hear about that shot for weeks.
Oh, yeah. That little 2-centimeter swerve.
Yeah.
It was a good shot.
And he got shape on top of it.
Yes, he did.
See, I like putting a little bit of right English and making this and come back down. Just
Perfect.
like that.
Perfect shot. Brian trying to come on strong here in the latter half.
He is.
Told you he was looking for that revenge.
Yeah. But he also said it wasn't that bad last time. But that's, tomato, tomato.
Oh. Yeah, he missed that one by quite a bit. That gives Ken an opportunity here, though.
I would not shoot that combo. I just cut that, looks like the 12 ball on the side. Come off the rail and then shoot the 15. You just don't need to leave it on the rail. He needs to come off the rail just a little bit. You can draw this back out. Oh, I got a little bump right there. I like banking this in the side pocket and letting the cue ball come back around behind the 8. Oh, he chose a defense. Oh, what a defensive shot. It's going to be hard to make that 8 now.
It'll cut, though. And he can go at it because that cue ball's coming back up table.
He could cut this in and be a good defense. If he misses, cue ball's going up table.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that. And on the rail.
I'm surprised he didn't flex on that one.
Right?
He ought to just barely roll down, touch this ball.
Oh, he blocked the hole? Nope. Well,
look at
he
this.
kind of blocked the hole.
He did. That was a risky shot.
But if Brian's smart, he'll bank this into the rail and knock that 9 up just a little bit and leave that 8 right there.
Oh, I would shoot that ball so slow
Yeah.
that once I touch the 8, if it didn't go in, both of them are staying down on that end of the table.
And hopefully locked together.
Yeah. At least if you do that, he's kicking.
Exactly.
You can't hit this ball with any speed at all.
That's too hard.
Yeah.
This is going to be interesting, though. Because if Ken's not careful and he comes rail first, he can knock the 8 in the corner.
He actually
hit that okay.
Yeah, he did. And you really shouldn't have to worry about scratching here. Just center ball, cut it in.
Oh, he overcut it.
Oh,
Look. Look at, he's got a tough bank here.
Look
though,
at
man.
Brian. He don't know whether to get up or
Right?
what. Look at him. He's studying. I think right here you have to go for it. I mean, he may try to just freeze the cue ball down on it and barely hit it.
I think that's what he's. No, he's banking it.
2 rails on the side. And look where he put it. Almost froze it to the rail.
Almost. Ken can make this, though. He'll tie this thing up.
Yeah, as long as he don't put inside English on it. Just stay away from that pocket.
Hit it perfect.
Look at that. That's a good shot on Ken's part right there.
7-7. A race to 3.
Again, we want to thank everybody that's hung in here with us through this second match.
Yeah, it's been a long one.
Yeah, we know it's getting late, but we really appreciate it.
Who's all out there? See, there's 6 or 7 of y'all still left.
Yeah, I see 6 viewers still going. Hit the chat. Let us know who you are. Jaden Polk's still here.
Jaden's hanging with us.
Yeah, Jaden's hanging here late night. We appreciate it, Jaden.
Chad just texted me. He says, I'm in bed, but I'm watching.
Well, at least we know we got Natasha, Jaden, and Chad watching.
That's right.
We know it's late, and we appreciate every bit of it.
I know. I'm about ready for bed myself.
I know. You know, to all you ladies that are out there, happy Mother's Day.
It is officially Mother's Day.
It is.
So happy Mother's Day.
Lori, if you're still watching, if you're not asleep, happy
Tracy,
Mother's Day.
Lori. Who else is on? Natasha. Andrea. Any tournaments tomorrow? Not that I know of.
Yeah, it being Mother's Day, they shouldn't, more likely not any tournaments. I can see tournaments on Father's Day, but not Mother's Day.
Right. Jaden, you go spend time with your mama now.
Let's see what Brian's looking at here. 1 ball in the corner, I guess. Just roll up a little bit.
Yeah, that does suck working on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Although I've worked many a Father's Day, so.
Yeah, just straight top English, come off that rail, and then shoot the 2 up in the other corner.
He's going to shoot the 7.
Well, at that angle, he might be able to get down and get a shot on the 4.
Perfect. He's going to try and play the 5. But right here, he could actually break the 8 out.
Yeah.
But that's risky because you could hook yourself.
As long as he don't put a lot of right English on it.
Yeah, he hit it too hard.
Yeah, and he overcut it too.
Yeah.
Again, that's that not having to hit it so hard because it's 9-foot tail. You don't have to hit it that hard.
No. Ken's shooting left-handed. Look at here.
And he makes it. Look at that.
He played safe.
Oh, played defense.
Yeah. This is tap rules, so you can make a ball and call safe at the same time.
Yeah. But you know, that's one thing I don't like about APA, except for Masters. I like APA Masters League, but when you play the regular APA League, you should be able to push. Since you can't use a jump cue, you should be able to at least push.
Well, in Masters you can use a jump cue.
Yeah, but like in regular
regular
APA, like where it's ball count,
Yeah, I agree.
you know, you break and make 2 or 3 balls and break and you're hooked. Well, you can't jump, so why not let you push?
Right.
Because you're kicking at a ball and you've made 2 or 3 balls. Now the other person's playing 6 ball with ball in hand. See, Brian could make this ball pretty easy with just a little bit of right English. Just a little, not a lot. Just let it throw it in the pocket. It's not bad there. We got unfortunate that they kept rolling.
Well, I can say they've officially broken the record for the longest stream on Action Streaming.
Yeah.
Action Room Streaming has got the longest stream right now at 3 hours and... Where'd my timer go?
I don't know. That made them went so long it quit.
It's about 3 hours and 18 minutes.
He might be able to, if it's not touching, he might be able to cut that 4. Uh-oh. Oh, he's getting his extension.
Hey, first time we've seen somebody try to put it on the wrong end of the cue.
It's late. You got to overlook that.
It's the first one we've seen use this extension that screws on. Everybody been using the bridge.
Yeah. If he's trying to shoot a defense, I would just shoot the 5 and just leave it
I
in
actually
your pocket.
think he's trying to make the 4.
He might be able to make it.
I mean, I can't tell if it's, you know, the 15's got him. Or what is that, the 11?
Yeah.
I switched to the carbon fiber about maybe 5 months ago.
On the shaft. Well, you've had that shaft with your other cue, but in general, we've been playing with carbon fiber for.
Well, no, I got a new Carmelli, so that's what I'm shooting with, and that Carmelli with that carbon fiber shaft actually shoots well.
Yes, it does.
So I'd say about 4 or 5 months is when I did the transition from a wood shaft.
Yeah. When you had your Predator, though, you shot with
Carbon fiber.
carbon fiber with it. When you had that Predator, that actually the one
The
Brian
one that
shot-
Brian has, yeah.
Yeah. And Jaden, we're using Q-Tech carbon fiber shafts. That's what we're using.
Yes. Q-Tech Synergy 12.5.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. That $400 one. Kmart Blue Light Special. Does anybody remember the Blue Light Special?
Yeah, I kind of agree with the beginners. There's no jump cue allowed. But even still, I mean, I agree, but they should still be able to push out. That way, as the more they advance and play the push out, they can learn more about it. But I understand why they don't do it.
Well, Brian can actually take the lead right here. And smoked it.
I tell you, when he gets down to that 8 ball, he hits it.
He
wide.
fires it, don't he?
He does.
Fires it in.
As long as it hits the center pocket, it's great. But if it ever touches that edge, it weeble wobble.
Oh, yeah.
Alan, I kind of agree with that. Especially, I like to see a 3-foul rule maybe in tap. The 3-foul rule is where if you get hooked 3 times or make 3 fouls in a row, if you get ball in hand to your opponent twice and then they hook you again and you kick and scratch, that's the 3rd foul, you lose the game. And your opponent has to let you know when you have 2 fouls against you so you know. But if you 3 foul in a row, you lose the match and start the next game. Not the match, I'm sorry. You lose the game. Yes, 3 fouls in a row. They've played it in some tournaments. Yeah. So. Yeah, lower level players, it would affect them. It would. But like I said, tap, since it's more like a tournament style play, I don't see nothing wrong with tap being a 3-foul rule. But APA ball count would be a little different. See right here, he could just barely hit that and come around. That's perfect. I think I'd leave those other 2 balls, especially that one in the corner, alone. He could probably back cut the 11. Oh. He could actually shoot that. Looks like the 15 ball. And just barely get past the 7. Wow.
Wow. It's late.
Yeah, I agree with you there, Alan. It makes people play a lot smarter. I remember when the Texas Express, which is a 3-foul rule, when it first came out, it was the Speed Television tournaments up because they took so long. You don't hear about much anymore about Texas Express rules.
That's how I grew up playing.
Yeah. Well, I grew up first playing no ball in hand, and when it came out, a lot of the tournaments went to the 3-foul. When I used to play over in Hateville at Tight Pockets, when they ran tournaments, it was Valley Bar Boxes, 3-foul rule in effect.
I tell you what, it's a good tool to use to win a game. If you're playing a weaker player.
A couple weeks ago, Joshua Filler got 3-fouled.
Did he?
In a match, yeah, and lost the game.
Damn.
Yeah, they said that's the first time he's been 3-fouled in like many years. Oh, he almost missed that one by shooting it too easy. See, he should be able to make that pretty easy. Just nice smooth stroke. Just push it in the side pocket and let the cue ball. Wow.
Did you see his back arm on that?
Man, did you see how hard he hit that ball?
Yeah, and if you looked at his back arm when he came through with the follow, it went straight inside in front of his stomach.
Wow.
Yep. Got to keep that back arm straight, y'all. Can't be coming in curving like curveball.
See, I didn't like that rolling forward. He could have just stopped the cue ball and then shot that 13 in the upper corner and then shot his 15 down here.
Yeah. A lot of people don't, and that's why it's hard for them to correct what they're doing wrong.
Yeah.
A lot of people you have to be shown or told.
Correct. Yeah, I agree. And a lot of people take that wrist and curl it in sometimes.
That's kind of what he did that last shot. Yeah, you can do the Coke bottle method. That'll tell you if you're doing it straight.
But you know, Alan, a lot of people don't even practice defenses at all.
And they don't practice shooting straight either.
Yeah. I mean, you could put 2 balls, 3 balls on the table and just practice defensive drills trying to hide the cue ball. Just because it comes up all the time.
We talk about it all the time because people they ask me all the time at league. You know, oh, I didn't even see that defense. Well, if you don't practice defense as much as you do your offense, when you try to do a defense, your balls are going to leak out. You're not going to, be able to execute them like you want to.
Yeah. But again, between you and I, as captains of the team, we try to give as much knowledge to everybody that we got, because we've got a lot of hours and a lot of years together on a pool table. And we know we see stuff that they don't. And that's why we try to tell them and show them after the games are over.
Oh, yeah. Yes, you are right, Alan, on that. I agree with you 100%. And that goes back to what we talk about all the time. If it's all about percentage. If you don't have a great percentage to run out, then you need to play and stick.
Yeah. See, right here, he could just float forward on the 13, shoot the 15 with top left, go a couple rails, and shoot the other stripe in the side, and he's out balls up by the 8.
That's right. I think that's what he's going to try and do. I mean, that's exactly what he's trying to do.
Well, if he could get... Oh, he's perfect.
He's good. But he needs to shoot the 15.
Yeah. All he's got to do is...
It's really just stop shot right here.
Well, even if he has to go forward, as long as he don't get hooked behind the 5, he should be good.
Oh.
Wow.
Brian's 5 ball is messed up, though.
Yeah, it is.
He's got to bank it. And see, Ken's got a great ball sitting in the pocket right there. Yes, percentages is the way I play.
It's like whenever Steve and I are playing a match and we got the team around and one of us is playing, we can pretty much commentate and tell them exactly what the other one's doing. Like, oh, he's fixing to shoot this ball, he's fixing to shoot that ball. And that just comes from reading the table. They're like, how'd you know that? I'm like, well, that's what I would do, just read the table.
I'll tell you this much, I'm undefeated sitting here.
I know, sitting in a chair, you can't lose,
I
can you?
can't lose. I beat all of them.
Yeah, I had somebody make a statement one time when you was playing the match. And I was sitting there saying, oh, he's fixing to do this, this, and this, and this. And they're like, y'all spend way too much time playing together for you to know all that. I'm like, well, it's just what I would do,
I mean, in all reality, though, it's probably just normal pattern play. You know what I mean?
See, like right here, there's no way I'm shooting that 14. He's doing the right thing here.
Well, Natasha, just because somebody calls a timeout on you, don't mean you have to listen to them. If you feel like that defense is better than making a shot you're not sure of, I'd rather you play the defense.
But as far as league play, I think that's where teams don't take advantage of a timeout.
No, for sure.
And some people, when you call a timeout, they really don't want you to call a timeout. But if I'm willing to call a timeout on myself to get you to come over and verify what I see, how many times have we done that?
Oh, yeah.
I'll be like, hey, Steve, right here, how do you see this here? I'm looking at doing this. And you're like, oh, yeah, that's exactly, it'll go. And that's what we do. You've called a timeout and asked me for advice. I mean, that's the way you work.
That's good advice, Alan. Because that is true. We preach that a lot.
Yes. Yeah, there's sometimes you have to go for that hero shot because the defense is not there.
Well, it looks like Brian could make it to the hill right here. He's got to make a 3-ball run.
Yeah. And you're right, Alan, because a lot of times when we call a timeout, we'll talk to the player and be like, if you can do it this way, that's the way I would do it. But if you can't, let's go to option B. And then if they say, I'd rather do option B, then they do option B. Because different players do have
we're
different
not in the
skill
military.
levels.
It is not a direct order.
That's right. I mean, we try to give the timeouts to the skill level of the player that's at the table.
Oh, he missed it.
Oh, did you see how quick he got there and just shot?
Shot and jumped straight up.
Like a timeout, like say I would give you, Alan, would be totally different than the timeout I'd give our player Johnny Chisholm. I could have you do a defense that there's no way he could possibly do.
Right. Yeah, it all depends on the player.
Right.
I don't know if that 8 will go slide past that 15, but if it does, this is fairly easy out.
Yeah. Well, even if it don't, he could just push the cue ball right up to the 8 and let it sit there. Make Ken kick at it.
Yeah, he could.
As long as he don't scratch here, he should be good. Even if he cheats the pocket just a little bit and don't hit it hard, just roll down.
I mean, I don't know what he was doing right there, but it worked.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know if he meant to do that or he.
I don't know, but it worked out. Ken has to bank it. He's going to go for it.
Well.
No?
Oh, he sold the farm.
He sold out there.
Look at him go. Hand went up.
Well, I mean, I'd like to know what he was thinking right there, though. I mean, seriously.
Oh, I thought Brian missed out.
I did too. This will put Brian on the hill. And there it is.
Look at him. You see him just rake that ball down there. He's got the strut going.
Oh, he's strutting now.
Yeah.
Rooster Cottontail.
He's got the 2-game up strut. But all in all, tonight we've had 2 good matches.
Yeah, low-level players and some I'd say mid-level players. Yeah.
And one thing I like about it, out of all the streams, this will be the third one really per match. The third 3 matches had good sportsmanship all the way around.
We haven't had one argument or issue.
We've not had anything like that.
Yeah.
But one thing the rules have been upfront with, you know, about being respectful
Cut
and
and dry.
yeah, you know, being respectful to the players, being respectful to the equipment. If you get
Oh, well, that's a guarantee.
yeah, and
I
if
mean,
if
if
you
there's any disrespect going on with the equipment,
yeah,
your ass will get tossed out of here in a quick hurry.
yeah, and you know, if a shot needs watched, the call is the call, no matter what. You know.
That's right.
8 on the break.
Oh,
Look at him. He thought he had it.
yeah, and he was just talking about that at break.
Yeah.
Man, I even got it close to the pocket.
You know, that'd been a way to win.
Yeah, it would have
Be match set right there.
capped it off.
But yeah, I got a feeling that everybody that comes over here, they know us and they know what we expect out of the players. You know, and I think it'll be really good. Yeah, just float up with a little bit of top. Bump that ball out of the way. See, I like shooting the one ball right here.
Yeah, I'd rather shoot the one right here.
Yeah.
So you're leaving that one in a bad spot by going this route.
Yeah. Because he still could have shot the 2 ball after the 1. He just put a
Yeah.
little draw, just a little bit, enough to pop it off the rail.
Yep.
But now Brian don't really have a whole lot here.
Brian has no shot other than the 13.
I think I would just clip the 13 and get it off that edge of that corner
Yeah.
and just leave the cue ball just down here a little bit. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what we
That's
said,
what
Alan.
we said, Alan.
I would shoot it right now.
I'd shoot it right now too.
Because if you miss, the cue ball's on that side of the table. He's taking the duck.
It's not always good to take the duck.
No. See, I mean, that was okay, but I kind of like shooting a 3 ball right then because you could roll down for the 7 instead of trying to, you got to keep a ball up that way.
Yeah. Oh, you went for the combo.
Yeah, Brian's kind of freewheeling right now.
He
with
is
that,
a little bit, isn't he?
yeah, with that 2 games up.
Yep, a little bit. But, hey,
Yeah, well, the pressure's on Ken. He's the one that's got to come back.
yep, he's got to. That one ball's going to cause him a fit. He should have got rid of it earlier.
Yeah, because see, right here, it's got to be a 4 ball. Now, he could shoot the 13 in with a 3 and just put the cue ball up table for a defensive shot since the 5 ball's got, I think, got the 12 tied up.
Well, that 5 will go in this corner, actually.
Can't believe that.
Yeah, but see, when you do stuff like that right there, I mean, he left the cue ball down here where all of his balls are.
Yeah, because the only ball he's got to worry about is breaking that 5 ball and that
12 ball.
12 ball out.
Yep.
You know, he's in a spot that he could do it. Just shoot the 15 in the corner and roll over to the rail, and then he could pop right off the bottom and break them out. Still have a shot at 13.
I think he's going with the 9 ball first. Allen's calling someone making the 8 out of turn.
Well, considering that the 4 balls are solid, I'm going to say Ken.
It's possible.
See, both of these balls could go shooting it soft.
Oh,
See, if both of them would have went, that'd been bad.
would have been real bad. If he can put some right or left English on this, he can break this out. He
Oh,
overcut it. But he blocked the pocket again,
he did.
so it didn't really hurt him.
Well, that 8 ball makes that side a big pocket. Ken could play the 3 off the 8
Yeah.
just to move it. Well, he did. He tied it
the
up.
4 up, though.
Yeah. Well, see, right here, he could almost just roll up behind the 4 a little bit and he's blocked everybody.
Yeah.
Brian can't see nothing.
I think that's what he's looking at.
Just barely touched the 4 on that inside corner edge, and it should be okay. But you got to shoot it slow. Look at that right there. Oh, it might have leaked out for the 14
I can't tell.
or the 10 ball. That's 14. Oh, he's looking at it. Well, I don't see Ken getting ball in hand with all these striped balls down here.
I wouldn't think so.
What is Brian doing?
I don't know.
Oh, he is hooked. But don't you know it'd be something if he kicked 2 rails and went between all of that traffic and didn't touch a ball?
Hey, I've seen it happen.
There he goes, firing away.
And makes the 14 ball. He didn't call that.
Nah.
Again, Ken can put him right back behind that 8 ball.
Yep. He actually could probably cut the 1 down, get rid of that stripe, and put the cue ball back across table.
Yeah.
If he can get anywhere to that inside that top diamond by his hand, his left hand, he has a possibility of keeping him from running out. He called the 5 ball.
He went for a bank shot?
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. If you're going to shoot the 5, I believe I'd rather do the back cut.
I'd have back cut it and try to block that hole.
Yeah. Because your cue ball is going to go toward the 1 no matter what at that angle. Let's see, that ball's deep in the pocket. So really the only thing Brian's got is possibly looks like you maybe shoot the 15 ball or 11 ball up to the corner pocket by his 5 ball. Unless he tries to just barely roll forward and hook him.
He got him.
I will say this. After seeing all this defensive play tonight, Monday, we better see some defense between these 2 guys when they're playing their match.
I hear you. Can Ken hit that clean?
Oh, yeah, he can.
Wow, he could.
And it's really not bad because he didn't leave Brian with nothing really. He could back cut the 5. But right now, I think Ken is the favorite because of where the balls are laying.
Well, after this shot, now it's kind of open.
Yeah. See, from here, I kind of like shooting the 4 ball. 'Cause I don't know if he can. He's at his angle. I don't know if he can get on the 5.
No, but he could roll up right here. Push
Oh.
it forward of the rail and put the cue right back.
Oh, yeah, he's going to go for the bank. It might have blocked him. It looked like it.
I don't know.
He might be. He jumped up awful quick, so he must be able to see it. Oh no!
No, he's going for another swerve.
Yeah, he coming here a while ago, letting us know about it. I like to see him make it. To be honest with you, that'd be a nice shot. Well, he
Right.
hit the ball.
Curved too much.
Watch him block the 4.
It blocked it.
I think I'll just bump the 5 ball. Just let the cue ball rest on
Rest right there.
it. Yeah. That way he's kind of jacked up and he's got a combo. Is all he could shoot.
Wow, he's being aggressive. To me, that was too aggressive.
Yeah.
You could have sold the farm right there.
Yeah, because, Brian could go a couple rails, get back on the 15, shoot it in the same pocket. He had the right idea, just a little too soft. what a cut shot.
Scratched. Oh, got some titty love.
Yeah, that was a great shot there, back cut.
I don't think he can make it in the side, though.
I don't think he can either. And if he tries to cut it, I believe the cue ball, there's a possibility to hit the 4, but if he misses the 4, it's going to come 2 rails and put Ken straight in the side pocket on the 4.
That's a good shot.
Yeah.
A lot of distance right here.
It is a lot of distance. But I like Ken shooting the 5 ball if he keeps coming down with it. Yeah.
Yikes.
If you're shooting that way, you got to make sure if you make it, you take a long shot on the 4.
Yeah.
Because right now, Brian's just got to go straight forward, make the 15, and then shoot the 8. Just roll forward a little bit. Excuse me, that was 11 ball.
Here it is. Could end the match.
Yep. Just don't worry about anything. You ain't got to use English. Just make the 8. Be done with it. You got a 2-game lead.
No.
Oh.
Ooh, Ken's got life.
Well, Ken just made a great cut shot on that 4.
I think he can thin the 5, but
All he's got to do is make it. If he makes it, he has automatic shape no matter what.
yeah, he's got to thin it though.
Yeah, you don't even
Tight cut.
You don't even have to worry about English. I mean, scratch.
Oh
Oh,
no, he hit it too hard.
yeah.
That's gonna do it.
Just give it to him, Ken.
You know, Ken don't give nobody nothing.
He don't. It could be ball in hand and you spot the ball and he ain't giving it to you. Now
Well,
what?
you know, he punched that ball. He didn't cut that ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There
That'll
we
do
go.
it.
That's it.
3 hours and 49 minutes on the dot.
Hey, we appreciate everybody hanging there.
Thanks,
Thank you a lot.
everyone, for hanging in. And we'll catch y'all on the next stream. We'll post it. And we'll be doing Facebook Live and YouTube next time. But it'll actually be a tournament. We're doing a 2-man or a 4-man, depending on who's going to be signing up and playing.
So, yeah, so please share this, everybody. Tell everybody out in the pool community about our stream and get them following us. And if they need a match, they can get in touch with us.
Yep. All right. Good night, guys. Thanks.
Have a good one.